This week on the Jock and Nerd podcast, well, it's finally here. It's action movie tournament time.
Yeah.
John Bellotti Jr. joins us as we pit 40 modern action films against each other to determine who will come out on top as the best action movie of the 21st century. All in this edition of the Jock and Nerd Weekly for Monday, June 26th, 2023.
This is Frank Grillo. You know me. But who are you? Are you the discerning, sophisticated type of person who enjoys all the latest comic book and superhero TV and movie news? Pop culture references, witty banter? Me neither. I'm just here for the dick jokes.
Check. Check one. All right. This is for all you fans out there. Let's give it up. Shock it. We heard it. We funny. Disturb it. We shock it. We heard it. We spoiler alert. Oh, yeah.
Hello, listener. What is up? Thanks for pressing play and welcome to the Jock and Nerd podcast, where we give you comic book and superhero TV and movie news, reviews, and whatever we choose. Jock and Nerd. My name is Imran.
My name's Anthony.
He's the Jock.
He's the nerd.
And joining us, he's got his own action movie franchise, star of Rug Burn 1 through 12. It's Rug
Yes.
Boy. What's up, Rugs?
What's up, everybody? I get high like papers and I fly like planes or something.
I love Rug Burn 4. That's my favorite. Where you take on
Rugburn 4, the tagline was, "You're going to need a Band-Aid for that one."
Rugburn 5, even burnier. It's an amazing franchise of movies, Rugs, you've produced.
The scab doesn't leave.
Ointment included.
Yes, you need bring your own ointment, people. Listen, you see the title of this. We got a movie tournament to get to, and that means joining us a very special guest. He's an amazing illustrator. He is our resident opinionated New Yorker. It is John Bellotti Jr. What's up, Bellotti?
Hey, I'm here. I have a lot of really salty, angry opinions. I want to get this thing going.
Oh, man.
I want to start tearing down these movies.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Yeah, Bellotti's coming in hot, people.
I'm coming in hot. Pre-show, I was hot. Now I'm getting hotter.
This is going to be a lot
He's
of
got
fun.
an axe to grind, I
I'm
guess.
burning up.
Guess so.
Something
I'm
about
sweating.
this last 20 years of action movies. We'll find out what his problem is.
I had to pay for one of these. God damn it.
oh,
You owe me
boy.
$1.99.
Listen, I'll
Nobody.
reimburse you. It's fine.
Thanks.
We'll reimburse. Send me a receipt in
You
triplicate
got it.
carbon copy.
Fine.
Look, and with that, we're going to get started. I am turning it over to our host of our action movie tournaments, Anthony. Take her away.
Yes. So if you've listened to these before, we've done the 80s. We've done the 90s. And after watching John Wick 4, I was going, we need to do the 2000s. But 2000 to 2010 or 2009, whatever the hell that is, wasn't the best in action movies. So to make this a mega tournament, we decided to set an arbitrary date of March 2023.
23.
So the last 23 years of action movies, we are looking to crown a winner. And if you've listened to Patreon, or if you follow us on Patreon, you'll know that we picked 40 movies. And then if you listen to subsequent episodes on Patreon and our regular show after, you'll realize we've switched the movies a couple times because I don't know why we picked movies that weren't action movies, but we did do that. And we've come to 40. So this is the biggest tournament we've ever done. And I want to give the quick rules real quick, as if you've been listening to these shows, you'll know them, but we have changed up the rules just a little. There are 40 movies, as mentioned. Biggest one we've ever done. Single elimination tournament. The only rule for this one is no superhero movies, as in Marvel or DC. So we're allowing the James Bond movies. We're allowing foreign movies, which I know Bellotti has a big boner for.
Big time.
Yeah, and he's probably real pissed that we didn't include foreign movies earlier, but them's the breaks, man. Them's the breaks. And we have our three judges. We have Imran, we have Rugburn, and we have Bellotti, as mentioned, and we'll just go round robin. Whatever movie gets 2 votes makes it on to the next round.
Alrighty.
The 40 movies are ranked by letterbox rankings, so 1 through 40. And because we have 40 movies for you guys here, the first 24 movies ranked 1 through 24 all get a first round bye.
Oh. Okay.
So bottom 16 are in the are in the first round and are facing off. These have the most difficult road to the championship because they have one extra round.
Ah, I see. Okay.
And with that said, we have a lot of movies to get through. So
Yeah,
you
let's
guys ready
get this
to go?
fucking started.
Since Mr. Bellotti here is having so much strong opinions,
Very strong opinions.
we're going to start with him. And we're going to start with the number 32 seed, Taken, versus the number 33 seed, The Protector.
Whoa.
One man is looking for his daughter.
Whoa.
The other man is looking for his brother in the form of an elephant.
Where's my elephant?
Who do you got, Jonathan?
This is a tough one. Wow. Which one do I choose? Liam Neeson, who has that soothing voice, or Tony Jaa, who sounds like an alien from Mars Attacks? Let's see. You can sit here and say, well, Taken started all this, this whole new subgenre of hostage movie, blah, blah, blah.
Regular man that actually does more, is more than meets the eye.
Yeah. Look, it's barely, what's his name? Ewan McGregor? No, Liam Neeson. Yeah, that's the guy that played Obi-Wan, right? He played him. Oh, no, that's Qui-Gon.
That's different. What are the
Qui-Gon.
Jedi?
Boy, did I get that ass backwards.
Jesus. We're off to a great start.
Yeah, I know. I'm going with Protector.
Oh,
because at least I know Tony Jaa is doing that shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, Liam Neeson's not doing anything.
He's
of
not
that
doing
shit.
anything. It's like Michael Keaton is
He's
Batman
doing the
in The
acting.
Flash. Pretty much.
He's doing that phone call.
It's all
He's doing
close-ups,
phone
yeah.
calls.
It's a
Yeah.
great phone call.
He's one of the best phone calls ever.
He is the best at taking
I
phone
think,
calls.
but you can't hang a whole movie on a phone call, can you?
Can you? Phone booth. There was that movie,
Well,
Phone Booth.
Rugs, can you hang a whole movie on a phone call? We
Well,
got
that's the
Taken versus
question,
The
isn't it,
Protector.
my friend? Can you
Yes.
hang a movie on one of the most badass phone calls ever made by a man who is about 7 feet tall, who is also about 70 years old in this movie?
Yeah.
Or do you give it to Tony Jaa, who's looking for his elephant, and that's it? That's the whole movie. There is an amazing one-shot fight sequence up a stairwell
Yep,
that
in The
is
Protector.
probably one of, like, definitely in the top 10 fight scenes of all time. So one's a better movie. I think one's a better film. The other one has better action. It's a flip of the coin, folks. I think I'm going to go with Taken.
Oh.
Whoa.
Imran,
Shit,
you're
he put it
deciding
in the
this one.
tie, you fucker.
I did it on purpose.
Oh, boy. Well, Taken, he has a very specific set of skills. And he will fuck you up. But what bothered me about Taken was some of the physics in specifically the car scenes where the car would land, and it clearly should have just had smashed its front end, and it cuts to it just landing and driving away perfectly. Like, that was annoying. The Protector, I know there's another Tony Jaa film on the thing, but the whole elephant thing is like, somebody wrote in, they said they called this movie Dude, Where's My Elephant, which is hilarious. And I mean, he straps elephant bones to his forearms. Oh, but Liam Neeson going, but shit, you know what? All respect to Tony Jaa, I'm going to give it to Taken. We're going to go Taken.
Taken.
Whoa,
Wow.
Taken beats.
Wow.
Taken beats The Protector. All right. John, back
Yeah.
to you. The number 25 seed, Prey, versus the number 40 seed, The Transporter.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, no.
No.
It's not that hard. It's not that hard. I'm choosing Prey over
Prey.
Transporter.
Rugs.
Man, I just watched a Transporter, and I had so much fun watching it. Oh. It doesn't have a good ending.
No.
It does not. It kind of just fizzles out after a couple of great fight scenes. And but you know what? I'm gonna go. Let me do screw Emron, and we'll just leave it in his hands again.
God
I'm
damn
choosing
it.
Transporter. Yes.
Transporter.
See, I'm
1-1.
playing. I'm using my spot right here.
Imran.
Oh, man. We got Statham versus Amber Midthunder. And that's the girl
Yeah, I
from
know.
Prey.
Yes.
Yeah, she's great.
Oh, yeah, she was good.
Transporter is a fun movie, but look, to me, Prey did something I didn't think that was possible, was to still make a good Predator movie after the first fucking Predator movie. And so that surprised me. There's a lot of movies like Transporter kind of in the running. I'm gonna throw it. I'm gonna throw it to Prey.
Prey.
You made
I'm
the
gonna
right
throw it to Prey.
decision, Imran.
Moving
What's that?
on. You made the right decision.
That was the right call.
Okay, good.
I was being a dick.
We
but,
say
like,
goodbye to the transporter, even though it is a fun.
All right. So, but for what it's worth, I like the transporter. I liked him all oiled up fighting people. But, he had to
The
go.
Transporter's a fun fucking movie.
Yeah.
All right.
Good concept.
It just the ending is kind of like not good. So it could have ascended to another level, but it just because it had that ending, it just didn't do it.
That is correct.
Yeah. Well.
All right. Well, we're not going to let Ruggs keep doing this. We're going to start with Ruggs.
That's it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was waiting for you to wake up, Anthony.
The 28 seed, the good, the bad, the weird, versus
Good
the
movie.
number 37 seed, Crank.
Oh,
Oh my God, that's a tough one. Ooh. Is The Good, the
Brandon
Bad, and the
Ruggs.
Weird a better movie than Crank? Crank is lots of fun. Damn, this
It's
is
like
a
you're
flip.
on speed the entire time.
Oh man. I'm gonna be a dick and go Good, the Bad, and the Weird.
All right.
Jason Statham's getting no love.
Imran.
yeah. Oh, you know what? So I recently watched both of these movies, and Crank was a fucking crazy, manic, very dynamic movie. Almost gives you a headache a little bit. Very over the top. The Good, the Bad, and the Weird, though, I was really surprised by. I was in like the first 30, 40 seconds of this movie. I loved the Western feel, the kind of Tarantino feel. The music's great. There's an amazing train action scene, and then the whole movie, them chasing this dude with the map. I was really surprised. It's really well made. I'm absolutely going the Good, the Bad, and the Weird for this one.
Yo! Wow.
Nice.
I think that's a good choice.
Clean
I like
sweep.
the bad and weird.
It's got the dude that looks like Steven Yeun. I know it's not him and it's not racist, but he
Jesus,
looks a lot like him.
You go the dude that looks like Steven Yeun.
I made sure to look it up, and I was like, "Oh, it's not him." Okay, he looks just like him. Come on, tell me.
Isn't that a fun Western? It's a fun action Western.
I did not expect this to be such a fun action Western.
I have to give a shout out to Ruggs on that one because you used that. We replaced Old Boy with that one, and I'd
much
never heard of
better.
it, and I really enjoyed watching that movie
Yeah,
as well.
it's a really
Good choice.
Good choice. Well, John, we'll start with you on this one. I think
Let's
I know
do it.
where you're going, but curious what you think. The 29 seed, Nobody, that you just watched yesterday,
I did.
versus the 36 seed, The Equalizer.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's again nobody.
Oh.
It's
Nobody.
nobody.
You're going
Yeah.
nobody. Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Imran,
Oh my God.
it's two movies where they're inconspicuous old men that actually can kill everybody.
Yeah, and like very different kind of feels of the movie. I love Denzel, and I've talked about how I used to love the TV show The Equalizer, and it is like a violent Home Alone at a Home Depot. He's fantastic. He's fucking badass. But to make Bob Odenkirk a fucking badass fighter, and that movie has a lot of DNA with the John Wicks and stuff. Fuck, I like both of these movies. I'm gonna. What did Bellotti vote?
You go to Nobody.
Nobody. No, I'm gonna fucking. I gotta pay back Ruggs. I'm gonna go the Equalizer.
All right, Ruggs.
I just
1-1.
watched the Equalizer today, and I really enjoyed it. There was parts of it where I was like, this is moving a little too slow.
Yeah.
We need to speed things up, my friend. And I love Denzel. His presence is just great in the movie. But I'm going to say Nobody takes this hands down because it's just a very memorable movie, and the performance that's done, like Equalizer, like Denzel does some of his own stunts, but I believe that the guy in Nobody like was really
Odenkirk is really
going
breaking,
for it.
breaking
Yeah.
bones. Oh, pour one out for the Equalizer.
Pour
Sorry,
one out
Denzel.
for
Good
Denzel.
choice. Good choice.
All right. We'll start this one off. We're going to go right back to Ruggs on this one. The number 30 seed, Ong Bak, the Thai Warrior, versus the number 35 seed. This is Sparta 300.
Oh.
Oh my God!
Oh.
Wow!
Man. Oh dear.
Wow!
Oh, dear.
I know for some people it's easy to dismiss Zack Snyder. I'm not one of those people. I think that he's a visionary. I really do think that he has some of the best visuals. Like, just if you, take a photo of what he's got on screen, it's fucking magical, some of the shit that he does. 300, huge impact. I remember that it was like a thing in the theater when I saw it. It was like a moment in time. Ong Bak, though, with none of that, also gave me the same feeling. And I was sitting in my living room watching it on a fucking DVD I got from someplace illegal. And I had the same feeling, so I don't even know what to say. I don't even know which one to pick. But Tony Jaa, we dismissed one of his movies, so I'm gonna go for this one. This is one of my favorite action movies of all time.
Oh
so
shit!
I'm gonna go with Ong Bak. Yeah.
Oh shit!
Ong Bak takes the lead. John Bellotti Jr., what do you got?
What was the other movie?
Ong Bak, 300.
And 300.
That's from before I was talking. My mind went down this rabbit hole of like Zack Snyder, and I was like, "Hey, I don't agree with that." And then I just totally forgot what we were talking about. I can't believe how lost I just got there. Anyway, so 300. Rug Boy's correct about all those things about the movie. It's really good. However, if it wasn't like copied panel for panel from the graphic novel,
good point.
I would say, oh my God, this movie is visionary and epic and all these things. But,
you have to have a set of balls to do that. He did do that.
He did do it.
That's a choice.
You get the cookie. I'll give you a cookie for that. But then you see his original stuff, and it's like, well,
he doesn't have storyboards. He doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, so if it wasn't for that, I would like it a lot more, because every time I watch it, I love it. Believe me, I love that movie. It's like a perfect guy movie. And I'm watching it, and always in the back of my head, I'm like, he's just copying panel for panel from the comic. Like Frank Miller did all the heavy lifting. Ong Bak. It's Ong Bak. That's my pick.
Ong Bak.
Oh, shit.
Moving on.
Nice.
We're not dining in hell in 300 anymore in 300. All right, Imran, we're going to start with you.
Okay.
The 27 seed, the Bourne Ultimatum versus the number 38 seed, Extraction.
Oh. This one, I don't think it's that hard. Bourne Ultimatum for the year came out. Pretty decent action movie. You got the iconic shot of Matt Damon jumping through windows that makes him badass. There is a lot of shaky cam and close-up cam. There's one extensive chase scene that's not bad. Extraction has the thing we're going to see in a lot of these movies. A lot of these movies in this tournament do the long take action scenes, and I fucking love those. Even if they're bad, I love the ambition. I love trying to watch where it seemed, where how they choreographed everything. This movie has an amazing single take action scene. I'm going to take Extraction. No problem.
Extraction up 1-0. I'm going to end this right here. Bellotti, who you got?
Extraction.
Extraction.
Oh,
Moving
Extraction
on.
flies it.
I watched the Bourne Ultimatum for the first time the other day, and it's a solid story, but that shaky cam does not age well.
Yeah, I feel
awful.
like it's a great script, but not a great action movie.
Good spy stuff.
Any of the other Bourne movies are better than that one.
You can't see anything. Scott Adkins is not a fan, and I agree with it. Whatever Scott Adkins says.
Me too.
Thanks again for turning me on to the Scott Adkins Action Man podcast.
Oh yeah, that's a good show. Yeah.
Whatever it's called.
It's great.
Well, Ruggs, this one will be a great matchup as well for you. We got the 26 seed, Mission Impossible Rogue Nation.
Oh,
okay.
Versus the number 39 seed, Rambo.
When he comes back.
Yeah, part
Rambo?
4. Up in Myanmar, wherever, Burma.
Myanmar.
Yeah.
I love Rogue Nation.
But he's boating people up the river.
I love Rogue Nation and Fallout. Those are like two fucking amazing films. Damn. What's the other one that we were talking about? Rambo. It's good. it's good, but it's a slow burn until you get to when he unleashes. And so pound for pound, Tom Cruise is fucking killing himself. He broke his leg doing Rogue Nation.
This is where he holds his breath for 6 minutes, I think, in Rogue Nation. He's hanging off a plane.
He's riding motorcycles.
Yeah.
He's hanging off the side of a fucking plane as it takes off. He's holding his breath underwater. I think that Rogue Nation, hands down, is a better action film. If you're watching a movie for action, if you're watching a movie for fucking Stallone, it's Rambo, because that's what you're getting. You're getting like Stallone doing his best Rambo. But as an action movie, I gotta give it to Rogue Nation.
All right. Rogue Nation up 1-0. Imran.
Oh, man. Yeah, so I love the Mission Impossible movies, and I just rewatched that Rambo movie. And while, the Rambo movie, it's a nice, tight, hour and a half, simple, straightforward. Rambo's getting pulled into something, and he's got to save a bunch of idiots. Almost like a TV show special. But the chemistry with director Chris McQuarrie, Tom Cruise, and his stunt work, I think outweighs all of that. I love Stallone, but I'm giving it to fucking Cruise with the Rogue Nation.
All right. Rogue Nation, moving on. And finally, we have the last matchup of the first round.
Ooh.
We'll start with Jonathan. Number 31 seed, Fast 5, versus the number 34 seed, Atomic Blonde.
Oh, man.
Atomic Blonde has the soundtrack and the cinematography.
Very good cinematography.
It's very good cinematography.
Yeah.
And it's got that really good stairway fight scene, but the story gets a little, I don't know. It gets a little convoluted. It's hard to follow.
Yep.
Fast 5 is just a smash and grab heist movie. Fast 5 all the way, man. That movie's
man.
so much fun. That's the movie that got me into the Fast and Furious franchise.
Imran, back to you.
Oh, fuck me.
No, please don't.
Again, the physics in Fast 5, just fucking, I could not. Sometimes it just bugs me so much. Like, there's no way any of this.
If that series didn't get worse, especially with Fast X, which was awful, then I would say, yeah, you're right, but
that's the pinnacle of it. Yes, it just gets worse. And while look, Atomic Blonde, just like you said, it's David Leitch, it's a John Wick guy. There's a really long one take fight scene, which I just said.
10 minutes long.
It's a 10-minute long scene. It's very good. And fucking Charlize Theron is sexy and she's badass.
Does the one take beat them dragging a bank vault through the streets of Rio?
That is the question. And as far as action stunts go, you know what? I'm gonna give it to Fast 5 because the fucking vault scene is amazing. And we have a lot of fight movies, but
this matchup is unfortunate because Charlize Theron killed it in that movie.
She is great.
She fucking was legit. It was like
she's an action
I watched it again and I was like, oh my god, I forgot this thing was 10 minutes long.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like really confident and does well with the choreography. The movie's just a little overcomplicated. That's all.
I completely agree. I saw it for the first time. I thought really good action, beautifully shot, but I was super confused by the end by the plot. I was going, what?
She's a triple agent.
Happened?
She's a triple agent.
Oh, that's what happened.
There were so many twists and turns, and I was going, I can't follow this. What's happening?
It was unnecessary. And they needed to cut back the story and add more action.
Yeah. Well, guys, we've gotten rid of the fluff, and we are down to 32 movies now in this tournament, and all the big boys are now in play. So this one might be a little bit of a mismatch, but you got to start somewhere. Rug Boy, we'll start with you. The number 1 seed of the tournament.
Oh.
John Wick Chapter 4.
Oh.
Versus number 32 seed, Taken.
That's hilarious.
Rugs, who you got?
I'm going to go out on a limb and say, we know a man who has very special skills, a certain set of skills.
Certain set of balls.
Yeah. And it's Keanu Reeves.
That's right.
With John Wick 4. And that's who's beaten Taken. That's it.
All right. Imran.
Come on.
Did we just sweep Taken under the rug with this one?
Come on. Taken, yeah. I mean, you made it the first round, but fucking no. John Wick 4, all the way. Keanu's doing the stunts again. Yeah, it's a masterpiece.
Guy who does his own stunts, guy who makes a phone call.
Guy who makes a phone call. Again, it comes down to that. No competition.
Okay, this next one I think is pretty interesting, Bellotti. We got the 16 seed, Battle Royale, versus the 17 seed, Skyfall.
Wow.
Oh.
That is interesting.
It's a very interesting dichotomy.
Wow,
there in
that
two
is a
movies.
crazy matchup.
James
I'll say this,
Bond versus
okay.
Battle Royale.
I'll say this. My brother made a funny observation when we were watching Skyfall. He's like, when did James Bond turn into Kevin McAllister? This is like a Home Alone movie.
There's a lot of Home Alone.
There's a lot of these
There
movies.
is, yeah.
Gadgets and shit, MacGyver-esque stuff.
Battle Royale is definitely a more influential movie. And, I mean, it literally launched a fucking billion-dollar Hunger Games franchise, if you
Right.
really think about it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And it was the first. I don't know if it's the first movie to ever have kids killing each other, but Jesus Christ, did they do it really
I
well?
love that.
They're killing the
Yeah.
shit out of each other.
They are.
Yeah.
It's fucked
Creatively.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's got Takeshi Kitano in it too, so can't go wrong with him. And Gogo from Kill
That's
Bill,
right.
she's in it
Yep.
too.
She's in it.
Yeah, I think she's one of the leads. It's Battle Royale. That's my
Ooh.
choice.
Rug Boy, Battle Royale or Skyfall?
Damn it.
don't
Skyfall,
like Skyfall.
is a great movie with a terrible ending. That's the way I'll put it. Because you build up this villain, you build up this guy. I love these kind of earlier Daniel Craig, James Bond movies because they take it seriously. And even though there's like over the top action, they rein it in just enough so you feel like you're in on the action. You're not like, it's like Fast and Furious. You're like, you don't give a fuck what happens. You know they're going to be superheroes and do it. It still pulls you in. But that ending, it just fizzles out. Like, they just kind of like, he throws a fucking knife at his back and then it's over. And so it's not the best James Bond movie. Battle Royale is completely original in its own. It's a unicorn in and of itself. So I'm going to go with Battle Royale.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
Wow.
Even though James Bond is a way better like action film and it really does a lot of things right. There's a better James Bond movie in this tournament, and I'm gonna campaign hard for that one.
Well,
Wow.
Battle Royale is moving on.
Wow.
Imran, maybe we're getting to this better James Bond movie because the number 9 seed
Oh, boy. Here we go.
is Casino Royale.
Okay.
Battle Royale versus Casino Royale.
Yeah, you should have done the Royale off.
It almost happened, but Casino Royale,
Yeah.
the number 9 seed, has a pretty interesting matchup as well as it goes against the 24 seed Upgrade.
Oh, man.
Imran, who you got?
James Bond versus Tom Hardy Light. I don't even know the name. Who is that?
The other Venom movie.
The other Venom. Yeah, the better Venom. Upgrade is very...
I liked Upgrade a lot.
It's a fun movie, and it is like the better
Logan Marshall
Venom
Green.
movie. Logan Marshall Green. Yeah, I never remember that guy's name.
Fake Tom Hardy.
Fake Tom Hardy. Yes. So
Tom Hardley.
Yeah,
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
Yeah, that's what he is.
Got some sci-fi. There's some great camera movement. And we were discussing the other James Bond movie, which I think is the better James Bond movie, and that has a great chase scene through a construction site and other fun stuff.
Oh, what a great chase scene to that.
That one's great. It's fucking wild. Reminded me of True Lies because they have like the same like scaffolding thing up at the top of the building.
Also got to keep in mind just how important Casino Royale was
Yep.
for pivoting Bond from a joke to something serious again. But Upgrade
Refreshing.
is a fucking good sci-fi movie.
Man, Upgrade is good. For this one, though, you know what? I do love the James Bonds. He makes a good James Bond. I'm gonna say Casino Royale edges it out just by a little.
All right.
Yeah.
Bellotti, Casino Royale or Upgrade?
I'm not a James Bond fan. I'm really not. Skyfall would be my choice if I was to say any Bond movie that I really enjoyed. And
Well, this one has Casino Royale or Upgrade, so.
I know. I don't like it. It's Upgrade. That's a
shit.
It's a fun movie. It's a good movie.
I love
It's the
Upgrade.
future.
Okay.
Rugs, we know where you're going with this, but
Let me tell you
say
why
your
John
thing.
Bellotti's wrong.
Oh, shit.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Because, okay, so let's talk about Casino Royale.
Yeah.
A fucking card game for 2 hours. It's like a stairway choking.
First of all, that first opening scene where he's chasing that dude through the construction site
great.
is fucking phenomenal. It's fucking great. All right. The tone of the film is great. He's got this flirtation with Eva Green. That's fucking amazing. Their chemistry is great. Then he fucks the other girl, the Italian girl. And so he does that. There's 2 hot girls in the movie. And then there's a third one. There's 3 hot girls in this movie. That's and then he gets naked and he gets his balls slimmed with a thing.
You got to reward him for that. Come on.
Yeah, come on. He went all in.
He got his balls involved.
So and then when you think the movie's over, it's not. And then there's a thing in Venice and the girl dies.
Yep.
It's
Building
fucking
collapses.
great. I think Casino Royale is one of the best action movies ever made.
Wow.
So I'm going to put that down there. Yes, it's definitely Casino Royale.
I'm going to comment here real quick. I love Upgrade, but I watched Casino Royale again for the second time. I saw it in the theater, but I forgot about it. And I don't like Bond either. And I went after that movie. I was like, that was pretty fucking good. It sold me on Bond, at least for that. In that moment, I was like, all right, I like this one. The whole him getting tortured, getting hit in the balls with a rope. I was just going, oh my God.
They went for it. You had Matt Mikkelsen. It was great because he was losing. The drama was great in that movie. Yeah, it wasn't like a lot of action, like hardcore action scenes in that movie, but there was enough. My favorite part of the movie, though, one of my favorite parts, is when he takes the girl in the car and he just drives back to the hotel again.
Oh yeah. He's like, let's go back. Let's go to my room. One drink, and then he drives in the circle. That's pretty fucking smooth. I want to use that one day.
Yeah.
All right, this one's a really unique matchup. So we'll start off with Imran on this one.
Oh boy.
The number 8 seed, Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Oh.
Versus the number 25 seed, Prey.
Oh.
Wow.
Wow. Those are 2 fucking different movies. Jesus.
They're all different movies.
Man, Edgar Wright and his vision, and that is just a fun movie. You got video game stuff. But then Prey, like I said, they made a good fucking Predator movie.
I feel like one of them has more impact than the other.
I think you're right, and I'm going to say the movie that left more influential, it's going to be Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
That will be my pick.
1-0. Rug Boy, who you got?
This is a tough one because Prey is like a very good film.
Yeah.
It's a good film. It does what it's supposed to do. The action's pretty good. All right. It's entertaining, but Scott Pilgrim is a thing. It's like a thing.
It's a movement.
Yeah, there's it's still popular with people.
Oh, yeah.
It's still in the zeitgeist. It's also to take Michael Cera and make him kick someone's ass.
Yeah, that takes balls and really,
it really is.
hand.
You really, as a director, gotta. And then it's Brian Lee O'Malley, independent comic, and he took that and he just made a film, and it no one went to see it when it opened, and it just has this cult following now, and it's its own. I'm gonna go with Scott Pilgrim.
Oh,
yeah.
Ooh, Scott Pilgrim. Moving on.
I have the
I'm
comics.
gonna pour one out for Prey because Imran is right. No one thought they'd make a good Predator movie ever again. They
True.
did.
Hope they make more.
And I hope they can build on that momentum. Correct.
Yeah.
All
Keep
right.
making them. Keep making these movies.
Keep making them is right. And another person that keeps making movies, well, not besides John Bellotti, he's involved in movies, but this next one, Tom Cruise.
Oh boy.
The number 5 seed, Top Gun Maverick.
Oh.
Versus the 28 seed, the good, the bad, the weird.
Oh.
Jonathan, who you got?
Oh.
I'm actually taking a crap. I'm not even thinking. I'm in the
Podcasting
toilet.
from the toilet.
I brought the microphone into the bathroom.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Push it out.
Let's see. Good to bad and weird. I'm going to go with Top Gun.
Oh
Top Gun.
Yeah. Sorry, Asian cinema. I have betrayed you.
Yeah.
Jumping up 1-0. Imran.
Man, Bellotti went against the Asian. What's going on?
It happens. They're not perfect, you know.
Yeah.
It has to be a certain recipe to the movie.
Shit, I feel like The Good, the Bad, and the Weird has like way more action. It seems in quantity, but man, Tom Cruise taking G's, all of them taking G's in real fucking planes. And it's the plot, the story's great. It gets a little ridiculous at the end, but you hang with it. Okay, as much. Oh shit, this is hard because I did enjoy The Good, the Bad, and the Weird, but I've seen this movie a few times now, and I'm gonna give it to Top Gun Maverick also.
All right.
Yeah,
I'll say the Good, the Bad, and the Weird. Really enjoyed it. Like I said, that scene where he's like gliding on the ropes and shooting his rifle at the people.
He's flying around with the rifle. It's amazing.
Yeah,
it's so
I love
good.
that scene.
The opening
Really good
is
pick.
great.
Again,
Yeah.
kudos to Ruggs for that one.
There's another movie that's similar to that that I confuse that with all the time. I wish I knew what it was called. But
And the comedy also works
If you have
really
a couple
well.
more drinks, you'll probably remember it.
You'll
So
remember.
just keep drinking.
yeah,
The Good, the Bad, and the Weird is funny just as much as the action. Like it was a good balance. But
Just a really unique movie.
Yeah.
But Top Gun Maverick is, I mean, that fucking movie's a fucking movie. That's
Yeah.
a titan in this tournament. Ruggs, we'll start with you. The number 12 seed, Hero,
ugh.
versus the number 21 seed, Snowpiercer.
wow, that's a tough one because you got this. Hero is not so much of an action film, but an art film. It's like about colors and memories and looking at things from different perspectives. And you're hearing a similar story being told by different characters at different times. There are, of course, great wushu like action sequences with the wire work, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. Cinematography is great. And what's the other movie we're talking about here?
Snowpiercer.
Snowpiercer is a very unique film too because it takes place on this train and there's a whole world building going on. It's like a sci-fi thing. It's got Captain America in it. I don't know. That's a tough one. I'm going to go Snowpiercer.
Ooh.
Because it spawned a series and I have had more people come up to me and go, did you watch Snowpiercer? It was awesome. Rather than people go, did you watch Hero? Did Jet Li die, by the way?
What, in real life
I don't know.
or in the movie?
No, I don't think he's dead.
The movie,
No,
what do you ask?
he's 60 years
No,
old.
he's still alive?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah.
For some reason,
only 60.
I was doing some research on Hero, and I kept on getting Jet Li death
happened?
notices.
Really?
Yeah. I didn't investigate it, but like I did see them, so that's why I asked.
Yeah, no, he's still alive.
You just,
Okay, good.
I got to take a second to compose myself. That's a random ass question.
Look, I've had a couple beers. I'm drinking really fast too. I should slow down a little bit.
John Bellotti Jr., Hero, Asian Chinese movie, Snowpiercer, made by an Asian Korean type movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bong Joon-ho.
figure that one out, buddy.
Bong Joon-ho.
Oh, no.
What do you think about that?
Oh, the walls are closing in. I don't know what to. I can't get a word out. I'm short of breath. Hero is a gorgeous, gorgeous film to look at, but it kind of lost me a little bit at the end, where it sort of gets into like nationalistic propaganda-y, you know. And I have a bone to pick with Hong Kong movies that were made after the 96 takeover, because you could tell they're playing up to the Chinese government so they can get their movies made, and it just kind of gets annoying. So Snowpiercer will be my choice because I really did enjoy it. And yeah, it brought up a lot of weird questions, like why did they make this train? But then like they answered all the questions in the movie, and I'm like, oh, okay. So my choice is Snowpiercer. And what's it? Bong Joon-ho, is that his name?
Joon-ho.
Yep.
Yeah, his movies really do have something to say, and that's very rare for like a pop culture filmmaker like himself to do that. You know?
Yeah.
So Snowpiercer.
I like that pick. It's a mild upset.
Yeah, it has more cultural impact. I
like that
agree.
pick.
Anthony, I remember you weren't a fan of
Hated
Hero.
Hero, so
Yeah.
that's
where you were going to go with
Hero
that.
really lost me watching that movie. I could not follow that movie, but I don't have a vote, so who gives a fuck about me? Imran,
Oh, boy.
I think I know where you're going to go with this because you supposedly hate one of these movies.
Okay.
The number 13 seed, Baby Driver, versus the number 20 seed, Kingsman, The Secret Service.
Oh. Yeah, you might be right about that. I'm going to So Kingsman has that one awesome fucking
One
church kill, one take fucking insane crazy scene. But I forgot why I hated that so much.
You hated Kingsman.
I
the
didn't.
first time we talked about it.
I didn't buy in. I guess to the whole world Matthew Vaughn was building and subsequent
Fuck the
movies.
British people.
I don't know what it is. Baby Driver. Baby Driver. On the other hand, another Edgar Wright fucking jam. An elaborate, almost like a music video with just has a story to it. And the driving in that is fucking great. I'm going Baby Driver. Fuck Kingsman.
Ooh, Baby Driver up 1-0. Jonathan, who you got?
Well, I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm not really into spy movies, but I did enjoy Kingsman. I will say I enjoy Kingsman. But I don't know. It didn't feel like a real movie to me. Like, especially because it was a graphic novel, right? Kingsman?
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's so, yes.
Mark
Yeah.
Miller, yes.
Oh, it's a Mark Millar thing, yeah.
Yeah, Mark Millar. I'll go with Baby Driver.
Oh, shit.
Baby Driver. Moving on. I love Baby Driver. That's for what it's worth.
Baby? That's your name, babe?
Baby.
Does anybody like Kingsman? No, I mean, whatever.
I like Kingsman.
I like Kingsman, but it's like not like up there on the higher echelons. It's just like a good. If you guys say, "Is that a good movie?" I go, "Yeah."
Yeah.
I mean, both super stylized directors, right? So,
Yeah, both kind of similar directors
Yeah.
with the way adding style into their movies and all that. Well, Ruggs, we got another Titan here. The number 4 seed, Mad Max Fury Road.
Ooh.
Oh shit!
Versus the 29 seed, Nobody.
Oh wow! Well, look, Nobody is a good film. Great stunt work. It's a small film, and it did what it had to do, and it was impressive that the actor, I keep forgetting his name.
Bob Odenkirk.
Bob Odenkirk. Odenkirk did a great job. But George Miller, his old ass, got up there and directed a film in the desert. And that shit was fucking amazing. I'm going to go with Mad Max Fury Road because it's fucking good. It's a good, fucking fast moving, action-packed film with fucking amazing car stunts and other shit, too.
Imran, who you got?
Well, I don't think Nobody. I watched it. I had a lot of fun, but I was also like, oh, I saw this before. It's called John Wick. It's a little more serious. There's a lot of movies we got better movies that do the same thing. They do make Odenkirk suitably badass, but fuck the practical stunt work. The fact that these are dudes flying around on the end of poles and actual guitars with flame and strapped to fucking trucks and shit. Get the fuck out of here. Are you
Witness
serious?
me.
Yeah, what the things he put these people through. If you read any of the making of, it's insane. It's got to be Mad Max all the way.
All right, Mad Max, moving on. That's just one side of the bracket. Now we got to go to the other side.
Oh, God. Okay.
Jonathan,
Yeah.
the number 3 seed is a unique one. Kill Bill, Volume 1 and 2.
Oh, my God.
Versus the number 30 seed, Tony Jaa's Ong Bak, the Thai Warrior.
Oh, no.
Don't do this, Anthony.
Oh, no.
What are you doing? No.
No.
You can't
This
do
isn't
this.
as big of a... Even though it's 3 versus 30, I feel like this is a fun matchup.
Oh, no.
my God.
I love the Kill Bill movies. I do. I love everything about them, but they're highly, highly, highly derivative of everything that Tarantino loves.
Yeah.
I respect it. I mean, all art comes from other art, right? It's all derivative of stuff that came before it. But watching American actors doing movie kung fu just fucking hurts my soul. It always has and it always will. Tony Jaa is doing that shit. He's punching those guys. He's jumping through barbed wire. Uma Thurman's suspended on wires. And she just doesn't look good doing that stuff.
Oh, Lucy Liu. Is that Lucy Liu?
Yeah, she was good.
He's in it too, yeah.
Michael Madsen's like my favorite character in both those movies. And like the sort of anticlimactic ending. But I love him. I do love the movies, but I'm going with Tony Jaa. That guy.
Oh shit!
Where Kill Bill continued, like a pre-existing film genres. You know, where Kill Bill is just derivative. Tony Jaa. I'm not saying he's not like a Jackie Chan, because he is, and he has said he loves Jackie Chan. But Tony Jaa really did start something with his movies.
His own style, yeah.
Yeah, so I have to go with Ong Bak.
Whoa,
Imran, can Ong Bak?
Oh no!
Complete the monumental upset here?
Holy shit. I mean, he's got a point. Like, you know, if it wasn't for where Ong Bak came from, maybe you don't get the Kill Bill. But most of the action is in the first Kill Bill movie. But that whole scene in the place with the stairs, she's fighting all the girls and the people and the style and the black and white and the blood. I love Tarantino. I am a huge Tarantino fan. But when I saw Tony Jaa do all this shit, I was like, what the fuck? Look at this guy. He's jumping through barbed wire, fucking Muay Thai boxing. Oh, man. Oh, fuck, this is hard. And that's like, 3 hours plus of entertainment?
Kill Bill's like, the two movies combined are about 4 hours.
It's got a great soundtrack. Fuck, I love Tarantino. Oh, man.
One is clearly a better movie than the other. The other one, though, has just an amazing performance by Tony Jaa.
Could I add something not to sway Emron?
Yeah.
Could I just add something really quick?
Yeah.
In a tournament where we're talking about 60-plus-year-old Tom Cruise doing his own stunts and hanging off airplanes, Tony Jaa is doing that stuff, too.
True.
I mean, he's not hanging off airplanes.
This is why this is Anthony's fault. Don't you see?
This is true, but this is...
He did this to us. There's no way that we should do this at this point.
This is fair.
This late. Yeah. This should be at the very end.
Oh, fuck. I mean, the argument can be made. Another theme you see in these movies is when you get the dudes doing the stunts, it's just elevated. It's just special. You connect
I'm
with
saying
it
if
more.
we're going to celebrate an old white guy doing his own stunts, here we have this dude doing everything.
And I agree 100%.
Like, you have to recognize that.
We have to take a moment. If we're going to get rid of Kill Bill, which I think is a fucking crime, because it is one of it's such a seminal film for me. Like, yeah, it does exactly what you said, John. It takes all of the great things about like Asian cinema and filters them through Quentin Tarantino's crazy ass mind.
Yep.
And it comes up with this story that's so memorable and interesting and fun. And Ong Bak, without Tony Jaa, it's not a movie.
Right.
It's like, there's nothing special about Ong Bak unless Tony Jaa. If you had Tony G in there, that movie would be complete dog shit.
No, but with Ali G, it would be really
Ali
good.
G, yes, that's very cool.
I mean, you could say that about most Bruce Lee movies, too.
Exactly.
Being honest here.
Ruggs, you'll get a vote if Imran decides to tie it up. But Imran, what are you going to do?
Well, I'm campaigning.
I know what you're doing.
I'm throwing it to the filmmaker I have loved for decades. I'm throwing it to Kill Bill's Volume 1.
All right. Ruggs, it sounds like I know where you're going, but make your quick case here. Kill Bill versus Ong Bak.
I think that Kill Bill
matchup.
is a better experience to have. It's more memorable, and it's a great story. Ong Bak is just an amazing performance by Tony Jaa in a movie. It is all him. It is all him doing that performance. It's not the director. It's not the scriptwriter. It's just Tony Jaa and the fight coordination that's going on. It's the flip of a coin. I don't even know how to pick
That's
this.
hard, but Kill Bill is a better experience for sure, and just a better
I don't know. I feel like that this matchup should never have happened. So I'm angry this matchup is here. And I feel like every tournament has one of these moments where you got to pick something for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
And I'm picking Ong Bak.
Whoa! What? Oh no! Are you serious?
Wow.
Did not see that coming.
I wanted to give Kill Bill its due.
Wow.
Because Kill Bill is an amazing film. It's amazing.
It
But
is.
I feel like
I agree. I agree 100%. But
I
saying
feel like
if
Ong Bak's going to lose down the line.
Yeah. You let
But
it ride it. Let
I
it ride.
wanted to stretch out this Kill Bill as much as possible because I wanted to talk about how great of a movie it is. And it's two pieces. It's one complete experience, and it's great.
I think this was
There's
this
no
was a
other
hell
way
of
to
a
do
matchup.
this.
It was a hell of a matchup. It was two different films. They're both influential in their own ways, but
I will say
can't be
this
mad
was
about
not a heartbreaker for me, as I think an upcoming matchup is going to be. But let's go.
well,
let's continue.
maybe this one might break your heart, Jonathan.
There we go.
We got the 14 seed, John Wick, versus the 19 seed, 13 Assassins.
Oh,
Again, it's not that hard.
really?
Yeah,
Ooh.
it just this tournament is not because it's a lot of stuff.
Hey, I'm going to need you to stop shitting on the tournament. We're trying to promote this fucking thing.
No, it's not. It's not the tournament. It's the state of action movies in general. But I'll get to that later. It's John Wick and 13 Assassins. I do love the first John Wick, but I like the fourth one the most. I know, right? Crazy. So my pick is 13 Assassins.
Ooh.
Mostly because of that fucking great scene at the end where the dude pulls out a sword and just goes, "Kill them all!" And it's just a fucking bloodbath of murder for like 40 minutes.
Yes.
Rugs?
This is not good for me to do
This
because
is unfair.
not that it's unfair. I watched 13 Assassins when it was available on Netflix, which was like a while back, I believe, or unless I watched it illegally. But I watched it about like 2 years ago or something, or 2 or 3 years ago. And I watched John Wick about 2 or 3 years ago, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
I don't remember 13 Assassins that very much, but I remember John Wick. I never rewatched it, and I remember it very clearly. So memorability is the only thing I'm going by. I feel like that 13 Assassins kind of melts into like all the Asian films that I've seen and doesn't stand out to me. And I don't know why. I might be wrong. If I watch it again, I might be completely wrong. But at this very moment, I didn't rewatch both of those movies. I didn't watch John Wick. I didn't rewatch 13 Assassins, and John Wick standing out to me more as a memorable action film. So I'm going to just go with John Wick.
Imran, let's end the tie here.
Oh, fuck. So, it's interesting about what you said, memorability rugs, because I've seen John Wick a bunch of times. I love the whole John Wick movies, and I do feel they get better. I feel like, what's his name, Stahelski gets better with the action every movie. 13 Assassins, I just watched recently. What an amazing samurai film. Like you said, Bellotti, that whole last 40 minutes to an hour where they set up the death town and they trap
great.
them. Holy shit, that was wild. It was brutal. There was like fucking traps and arrows and explosions. And you see like samurai working with explosions and explosives. That was all very interesting. So this might be a big upset. And I know there's another John Wick movie in this that's I like even more. I was kind of impressed with 13 Assassins as a samurai film.
I think that's not a bad decision.
I'm going to give it to 13 Assassins.
Ooh. Wow.
Yeah, I just didn't want to go for a 13 because I don't remember it that well. But as I said, if I would have seen it like yesterday,
Yeah.
I probably would have picked
There's
it.
some badass fucking characters in this movie. Great. It's so well shot, but pour it
Very
out for...
diabolical villain,
Oh,
too.
that guy is...
horrible.
The thing he does to the girl is just evil, and you're like, fucking killed this guy. But yeah, the whole setup is great. But John Wick is fucking fantastic and, gives Keanu this whole crazy franchise. It's still around.
All right, Imran, we're going to bounce it right back to you.
Oh, shit.
The 11 seed, The Raid,
Oh, boy.
versus the 22 seed, Edge of Tomorrow.
Oh, man. Fuck, there's a problem in this whole list of movies where we have sequels, franchises, two movies in the same thing, and I go back and forth about which one is better. Because The Raid's great, and then The Raid 2 gets bigger, so I don't know which one I like better. They're both fucking fantastic.
They're not facing each other, though, so it's okay.
Yeah, so they're not facing each other, and then you have Another Tom Cruise movie. Edge of Tomorrow is a fucking fantastic, smart sci-fi action piece from the beginning. He's doing a lot of his own stunts. Iko Uwais doing a lot of the fighting. Fuck me. Oh, man. Edge of Tomorrow is a manga adaptation. The Raid is original. Indonesian. Gareth Evans. What? Fuck. I mean, I really love. I'm thinking of like how I enjoy both movies, and I could rewatch. I could rewatch both movies. Fuck me. Fuck. Okay. I got it. Shit. I'm gonna go with The Raid.
All right, The Raid up 1-0. Bellotti.
The Raid.
Oh,
The Raid.
shit.
Yeah, come on.
I'll say this.
Say something.
Edge of Tomorrow is a great sci-fi movie. The only reason it's a good action movie is because Tom Cruise is in it. If that would have been any other schmuck doing this part,
You don't think it would have worked as well?
he wouldn't have done their own stunts.
Right,
He wouldn't have,
right.
like, I think Tom Cruise brings something to a movie.
He does.
And so,
But even the stunts he's doing in this, it's one where he's wearing this bulky armor a lot of the times. There's a lot of CGI aliens.
yeah, but still, like the way he performs in that fucking fake ass shit makes you believe it.
And you buy that he's going through this over and over again, and you don't know how many times he's done it by the end that we haven't even seen.
Yeah.
So I love the
So
whole
he does.
premise.
He does bring something to this movie.
But
That's great.
we have more fucking crazy Tom Cruise shit where he's not wearing bulky fucking armor.
I'm going to pour
Yeah.
one out for Edge of Tomorrow. It's a very, very solid action sci-fi movie.
Agreed. It's very good.
But The Raid to me is the right choice. Moving on, Rugs. We got the number 6 seed, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, versus the 38 seed, Extraction.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
Okay, so let's talk about this. A movie that people have seen because they have Netflix.
Right.
A movie that people have seen because it literally was nominated for Oscars.
Good point.
Ang Lee makes this film in the wushu way with the wire work and the mystical myth kind of fantasy going on. Great performances, like titans of the industry involved in this film.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that Extraction is a great action film. It's tough because in the realm of great action films, there's a lot of extraction kind of movies.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of movies like Crouching Tiger, Hidden
There
Dragon.
is.
Unfortunately, we just talked about one hero.
Yeah, it's a lot like this.
yeah, this
there's
is
a lot
tough.
of
This is a
them.
tough one.
So originality, both of them don't have it going for them. But notoriety and legacy, I think Crouching Tiger has to be mentioned here. So I'm going to go for that.
Crouching Tiger up 1-0. Jonathan, back to you.
I am in total agreement with Rug Boy. And I'm going to piggyback off of that, where Extraction did have some great action stuff, but it's nothing we haven't seen before, especially with films like The Raid and Crouching Tiger. I remember when that came out and people were jizzing over that movie.
Yeah.
I looked at it, I'm like, it's just, I've seen these kung fu movies since I was a kid, like the wire work. It just wasn't, it didn't blow me away.
At its time, it made the most movie ever for a foreign language.
It
film
was
in movie
huge.
theaters.
Everybody was talking about
Yen
it.
Wu Ping had just done The Matrix, and kind of everybody was onto this dude who was a fight choreographer, and now that helped catapult this movie that he made,
Right.
which was, it was a good effort. It was a great tale, a good fantasy tale.
Great
But, yeah,
cast. Great
yeah,
cast.
cast, yeah.
Great
But
directing.
like these are a dime a dozen in Asia, right?
Right.
They make
Right.
these all the time.
exactly.
Just
Exactly.
that it's like
We hadn't seen
discovering America. It's always been there. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That's a good analogy.
So
Roddy, what do you got?
I'll go with Crouching Tiger because of, well, it's just
Okay,
it's crafted much better.
It's a good point.
Pour one out.
Imran.
Yeah.
We got the 7 seed, The Raid 2,
Oh.
versus the 26 seed, Mission Impossible: Rogue Nation.
Oh, fuck, that's interesting. Rogue Nation. Well, Rogue Nation, we just talked about Tom Cruise hanging out of the plane. There is another Mission Impossible movie out of the two. And
a lot of moving parts here.
I feel like I like the other Mission Impossible movie better over this one. This one is great. The Raid 2. Come on. You got Bat Boy and Hammer Girl. And, now he takes his fucking all the raid shit into different locations. That movie is so much fun. And the stunt work is tiring. And by the end of it, you are exhausted watching Iko Uwais fight fucking dozens
But
of
it does
dudes.
have like that repetitive character from the other movie that they tried to pass off.
Oh yeah, Mad Dog, the Mad Dog guy. Yeah, it does have him. They just put like a longer wig on him and a fake beard, I think. You know what? I'll allow that because that dude's awesome. Yaya Ruiad will help fucking choreograph a lot of it. Rogue Nation. We got a lot of Tom Cruise movies. I gotta keep the Raid 2 in. I'm going Raid 2.
All right, Jonathan. I think I know
Raid
where
2.
you're picking.
Raid 2.
Yep,
Raid 2. Yeah, Raid 2. Sorry. sorry, TC. Gotta go Nico.
He's got a lot going on. He's got a lot of representation.
TC is up again here, Ruggs.
Oh boy.
As in Tom Cruise. Mission Impossible, Fallout, the 10 seed versus the number 23 seed, a sneaky movie here, Apocalypto.
Oh my God! Wow, jeez. I love Apocalypto.
I do.
It's
I know you like
fantastic.
Good ass movie.
It's fantastic.
It's number one verisimilitude. Okay, you believe that you're in. You believe it. Mel Gibson is the fucking man. You believe that you're back in fucking, I don't know, the Aztec, Mayan, whichever one you flip a coin. I don't know.
Yeah.
But you're in there and fucking jaguar paws, fucking badass, like not the conventional, like, he made a movie that was supporting this whole idea.
There's no English in the whole fucking movie.
There's no English. They fucking speak the ancient tongues. It's a chase film. There's some badassery going on. And then there's like gore pornography going on when they get to the fucking sacrifices and they're fucking, never seen shit like that ever before.
Yeah.
So it's a feast for the eyes. It's a feast for the heart. Now, Fallout is the fucking crescendo of the McQuarrie and Cruise fucking relationship.
Absolutely.
All right? They come together and they make amazing shit. And this movie was like nonstop, against the clock, down to the last second. They're cutting the wires. You don't know what the fuck happens. Screen goes to white. You don't know if they're blown away. And then they pan up and Tom Cruise is at the fucking top of the mountain, like with the thing in his mouth. Like he yanked that thing out. You have fucking Henry Cavill.
Great
fucking
addition.
as the bad guy.
That's a great scene.
With the
bathroom
turn.
fight. Yeah.
The bathroom fight, but he was the bad guy all the whole time. You got some great subterfuge in there. It's a great fucking movie. I liked
What's
it a
the
lot.
big stunt in Fallout? What's the big Tom Cruise stunt?
In Fallout, he rides the fucking helicopter.
Oh, the helicopter fucking chase is incredible. Yes.
That's an incredible scene.
Yes.
They have motorcycle scene in that one too.
Yeah, there's a motorcycle. Awesome.
Tom Cruise
Yeah.
is like got to be on a motorcycle or jump out of a plane. He did a halo jump in that
Oh,
one.
that's he does the
jump.
halo, and that's an actual high altitude fucking jump he does. That's
yeah,
insane.
he did it.
He's fucking crazy.
He's crazy. He's crazy. He did it. And what do I do now? What do I do? Which movie am I going to pick? I forgot what the first one was.
Apocalypto or Fallout?
I'm going to say, damn, I love Apocalypto a lot, but I'm going to go Fallout.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Imran, what you got?
Oh, I just watched Apocalypto. Wow. This movie ends. I was like, I can't believe Mel Gibson made this fucking movie.
He went all the way.
Yes. I was like, you want Craven the Hunter movie? This is your
There was
Craven the
titties.
Hunter.
There was everything.
There's
man.
boobs. Yeah, there's no clothes. And the hunting scenes, the brutality. It's so well shot. I'm surprised it took me so long to see this movie.
This is my forest.
It is.
And my son will hunt in this
Yes.
forest, and his
Yeah,
son will
his
hunt
son.
in.
I mean, dude.
I love that he turned it around and that dude when they were making him run and they were throwing shit at them to kill them.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That dude jumps off a waterfall like fucking Harrison Ford in The Fugitive and shit, right? And then the rest of them just go, yo, we're going to jump too. And they just fucking jump. Oh, it's so good. But what did we just say? Tom Cruise learned how to fly a helicopter. Tom Cruise did multiple Halo jumps to get ready for this movie. Tom Cruise is a maniac. This is until Dead Reckoning, which is soon to come out, which will probably take the place of my favorite Mission Impossible movie. That is my favorite. It's the best Mission Impossible movie. I'm going Fallout.
Wow. Shout out to Apocalypto, though.
That's a fantastic
Great
movie.
fucking-
That's a
Really good
wild fucking movie.
Another good. Whoever put that in, great choice.
It was the Mayan Mad Max.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's great,
essentially.
It was a really good movie. Bellotti, we're going to start with you on this one.
All right.
James Cameron with the 15 seed, Avatar: The Way of Water.
Well, whatever the opposite movie is.
He's
Versus the
already
18
voting.
seed.
Wait a minute.
Ip Man.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Not even a contest.
What is this? You go from like a hard matchup to this? Like, really?
Now, you guys put Avatar in here. That wasn't me.
I didn't put Avatar in there. Rug Boy didn't. You certainly didn't.
Somebody did. Look, we were all suggesting movies.
You got Ip Man?
I don't care how much I love Cameron and how much he sunk into that movie. It's fucking Ip Man all the way.
Imran, are you going to
I'll
agree?
go with the communist propaganda movie over Avatar.
Listen,
Imran, are you going to make a point for your boy James, or are you going to go with Donnie Yen?
I'm the one that shoehorned this movie in Avatar: The Way of Water. Cameron knows how to build submarines properly. Let's just put that out there.
God.
Look, this movie, dazzling for the eye, unbelievable. And I thought the last hour is solid action scene, something I've never seen. All this shit was fake. It just it took me in. It sucked me in. I watched Ip Man. Great story. I get it's tied to history, and it's the guy who trained Bruce Lee, his real story. And Donnie Yen scene where he fights fucking 20 dudes at the end is fantastic. But it's Cameron. I'm going to go Avatar. I'm going to force this fucker in.
Oh my
All right,
God.
Ruggs. Who you got?
All right, let's get real here. Let's get fucking real. All right, I love it, man. But just like I said with Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, we're not discovering anything new here. Like, there's a lot of movies that exist like Ip Man. There's a lot. There's only one fucking movie.
Oh, shit.
Only two movies like Avatar. And I don't care how fucking cold your fucking mind is and how fucking cold your soul is to not understand that someone could fucking generate this kind of bullshit just out of their own fucking sheer force of will.
Yeah.
You got to commend it.
Oh.
And the fucking, that whale chasing scene to this day is fucking unbelievable fucking shit. I remember I was on the edge of my seat. Now, Ip Man's a great movie. I love the whole idea of Bruce Lee's master. And he's a chain smoker.
Oh, yeah.
And the whole thing with the historical relevance. But they make movies like that all the time.
There's a lot of Ip Mans, too. There's like 4, right?
Avatar, to create a photorealistic action film that actually feels that there is weight to it. There's only one other series that does it, but in a different way, and that's Into the Spider-Verse. But that's the cartoon version. There's no photorealistic version of that. And this is the closest we're ever gonna get.
Holy
so
shit.
I'm gonna go for Avatar.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Avatar.
Like it?
Moving on. Well, we are down to the last matchup of the second round.
Oh.
The round of 32. And we're going to start with Jonathan on this one. Something he just recently, I think, discovered. We got the number 2 seed, RRR,
Yeah.
versus the 31 seed, Fast 5. Who you got?
Oh my God! Whoa! Wow! What a wow! Wow! They're almost the same movie.
Are they? Come on.
They're almost the same
I
movie.
mean, maybe the physics are
Imran,
correct.
shut up. We know where you're going. Shut up.
Wow.
Well, I hope this gets.
But there's brown people in Fast Five.
Are
There is.
There are.
There is.
They're in a country
Different kind of
full of brown people.
Different
Oh, yeah.
kind of brown people.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Fast 5 or RRR? That's a tough one. Oh, God. If you said RRR and Fast X, I know what I would pick. But because it's Fast 5, I never seen any shit like that ending of Fast 5 where they are pulling those vaults around the streets of Brazil. I never seen anything like that. RRR, it was great. It was fun. The tiger scene was cool when all the animals come out of the cage, but it felt like it was an homage to like every 80s and sort of 90s action movie.
I thought you would like that though. It's a
I
tribute.
do like it, and I have my homage rants and derivative rants and all that stuff. But again, driving around with vaults, you've never seen that before, and it was so much more entertaining for me. So I'm going with Fast 5.
Whoa.
All right.
Imran.
Oh, come on. Yes, Fast 5 is the best of the Fast 5, but you know me, I'm Pakistani. I got to side with my brown brothers. There's some sexy Indian dudes in this. And Hollywood is not the same as Bollywood. I apologize for saying that. This is an amazing entry from Hollywood. RRR all the way. I love this movie so much. I can watch it all day.
Ruggs, will you keep RRR in this for Imran, or are you picking Fast 5? What do you got?
I don't know.
Cinderella story.
This is the story of a girl.
RRR is a 2-seed.
Oh, it's a 2-seed. Never mind.
Yeah.
Come on, it's
This
2.
is tough. But I don't want to stretch the show out 3 hours, but like, it's really crazy. These movies are both ridiculous. These movies both have no bearing on reality. There's coincidences,
Physics.
There's the lack of physics. Yeah. There's macho chismo going on. There's bromances.
Yep.
There is there's just a lot. There's a lot of like misty, sweaty men.
There's shit on fire, both movies.
Yeah, shit on fire. I don't know. I feel like the fact that RRR is 3 hours long is the only thing that's working against it to me. Fast and Furious does it in less time.
Yeah, but he's throwing tigers at people off his back. Come on.
Yes. I feel like it is a toss-up. I don't know. I'm going to flip a coin here. I'm going to go.
Shit.
Wow.
I'm going to leave
it up to chance.
I'm going to leave it to the hands of fate.
Come on,
here.
Indian gods. You're on my side. I'm praying
All right,
for you.
Imran. You're going to pick a heads or tails.
Let me, you want me to call it?
Yeah, do it.
All right. Ready? Heads.
It is heads.
Yes,
Wow.
get the fuck out.
Yeah.
I got that in by chance.
The
Wow.
gods.
The gods are with me.
All of the brown gods are with you, Imran.
Alhamdulillah, RRR moves on.
RRR moves on.
We can
And
just
with
end
that,
it here.
we are down to the Sweet 16, and with that, we'll go to commercial break.
Yes.
What did you think, Anthony, of RRR beating out Fast 5?
I think RR's. I would have picked RRR.
Yes. Oh my God, I'm gonna ride this one.
I
through.
like Fast 5. Fast 5 is awesome, but RRR is just an
It's
experience. You throw in the dancing, that's a fucking unique experience for me. But
I'm not mad about it advancing at all. I just
Excellent. Excellent.
well, we're down to Sweet 16, so let's all take a piss and do whatever we got to do.
We're
I'm
going to
gonna
take a quick break
piss.
here, listener. Play some promos. We'll be right back with the second half of the tournament right after this.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
What's up? This is Brian, and I'm the host of Citizens of Pawnee, a Parks and Recreation podcast. That's right, a podcast dedicated to my favorite TV show, Parks and Rec. Every week I discuss my favorite things about the show, which include character breakdowns, episode rewatches, and other random facts and tidbits about the show. You can find me on Instagram at Citizens of Pawnee Podcast and listen wherever you get your podcasts now. You will literally love it.
Hey there, everyone. Brian here, host of TV Trivia Pod. It's a trivia-style podcast focusing on TV and movies. Listen in for questions like, what's the name of Michael Scott's screenplay? What do you say to view the Marauders map? And what's everyone eating in the post-credit scene of Avengers? Play along to TV Trivia Pod anywhere you get podcasts. And stay tuned for more trivia.
listener, if you enjoyed this show, if you enjoy these movie tournaments, this is a great time to join our fan club. Visit jockandnerd.com/Patreon.
Jock and Nerd.
And you can support the show, give back, and you get stuff. There's a exclusive podcast feed where there's bonus content. You would have heard us pick these movies and fix the list and update the list to the movies. And the shows come out early. We put out instant reactions to movies right out of the theater up there. A lot of great bonus content. You get access to our monthly Discord hangout. We just had one. It was a lot of fun. Check the notes. Our Patreon page will have the date. It's once a month. And also, you can pick any movie for us to watch and review. And there's a tier that gets you a t-shirt. All this fun stuff over on our Patreon, jockandnerd.com/Patreon. Check it out today.
We are in the Sweet 16, and these matchups just get more difficult as we go along. So we'll start with John again because he's our guest.
Hi.
And we're back to the number 1 seed, John Wick Chapter 4, against the number 16 seed. A really interesting matchup here, Battle Royale.
Whoa.
That is interesting.
Action-driven movie versus plot-driven movie.
I mean, this is the action movie tournament, right?
Last I checked, yes.
Right.
That's the
what we're
title.
doing. Right. If I'm going with action, it's John Wick 4.
All right, John Wick up 1-0. Imran.
Oh my God, this is easy. John Wick 4 all the way. Come on. What are we
All right.
doing? It's the best John Wick. Battle Royale is great, and it's like, like we said, it's the pre-Hunger Games. It's definitely, I would recommend it. It's a fucking crazy movie. But
I mean, pour one out for that movie just because.
Originality.
Yeah, like no one, who would have thought of a movie like that's a sick mind to think of a movie like that.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
throw the teenagers on one place and last person
Have 'em kill each
standing
other.
wins. Yeah, kill everybody. Only one person
I mean,
leaving.
that scene where the kid
wild.
protests and the teacher just throws a knife into his head.
Yes.
It's like, oh my God, what is going on
This
here?
is, yeah.
Rugs. This one, you might yell again in this one because the 8 seed is Scott Pilgrim versus the World, and it's facing off against the 9 seed Casino Royale.
My balls hurt.
Oh my balls.
Ow, my balls.
Wow.
Wow. You got these two films that are really different. Edgar Wright is kind of an auteur and is able to do a lot with a little. But Casino Royale is just such a great, almost perfect film. Like, you could show this to you could show both movies to random people and have them be into it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But I don't think I could show it to my dad.
Which one?
Scott Pilgrim. My dad would be like, no. And Casino Royale, he'd sit through. I feel like he would. So
Dads love James
for
Bond.
my dad,
Dads
I'm picking
love James
Casino
Bond.
Royale.
All right, Casino Royale up 1-0. Imran, who you got?
Oh. The dad thing is very interesting because this is how I learned to love the James Bond movies was through my dad loved them and he would bring them, he would rent them and we'd watch them. And I even think I saw Octopussy in the theater.
How do you explain that to you, Imran?
I don't know. He just took me. He's like, don't say this out loud. I don't know.
We're just not going to talk about this one.
Like, Imran, don't repeat this.
No, it's funny. You could say Octopussy. You just couldn't say pussy. But you could say Octopussy. That's fine. It didn't make any sense.
He's got 8 pussies.
I love Scott Pilgrim, though. I love Edgar Wright. I love that comic book. And I love the whole kind of theme and, the comic book video game aspect. It's very fun. I'm giving it to Scott Pilgrim over Bond. Fuck Bond.
Ooh, fuck Bond. Bellotti, fuck Bond or fuck Scott?
Fuck Bond.
Is that the pick?
Wait, are you serious? Or you just say that?
Oh, you just say that.
What's the choices again? Casino Royale.
Scott Pilgrim versus the World or Casino Royale?
This time I will go with Casino Royale.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Bye-bye, Scotty.
Deuces.
We're going to bounce right back to you, Bellotti.
All right.
the 5 seed Top Gun Maverick versus the 21 seed Snowpiercer. Plane versus train.
Planes, trains, and no automobiles unless you throw in Fury Road.
Yeah, lots of automobiles.
Top Gun Maverick, man.
Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah.
Up 1-0. Imran.
Yeah, I feel like this is kind of an easy one too. I'm not too bent out of shape about giving it to Top Gun Maverick. I love the Snowpiercer, and there was a TV show, and that's also a comic, and the concept's great. The directing is great, but fucking again, Tom Cruise, Top Gun Maverick, real F-18s, get the fuck out of here.
Rugs. We got a battle of cars here. We got Mad Max Fury Road versus Baby Driver, the 4 versus the 13.
Oh, it's not even a contest. Fury Road all the way.
Fury Road.
Fucking Edgar
up
Wright's
1-0.
gonna get
Fury
booted.
Road's got the hair on his ball sack. Yeah.
Bellotti. We going with Fury,
Fury
Road?
Road.
All
Fury
right.
Road. Without a
Edgar
doubt.
Wright just knocked out 2 of his movies.
Sorry,
He
Rob.
made it this
too.
far.
He made it far,
Hey,
though.
I loved Baby Driver
Yeah.
for what it's worth. So there's that. Imran.
Oh, boy.
We got the 19 seed, 13 Assassins
Okay.
versus the 30 seed, Ong Bak, the Thai Warrior.
Oh, shit.
Holy shit.
Oh. Well, that's interesting. Man, Ruggs just made we just had a big discussion about if it's not Tony Jaa, the movie doesn't do shit. But 13 Assassins, really? I'd never seen that before, and that fucking...
It doesn't matter who's in that movie.
It doesn't. I don't know any of those people, and they were all badass, but they stood out, even though they all had the same haircut. It was a little confusing. But I knew which character was badass.
You realize one guy's 50, 60 years old, the other guys are 20.
Would you wear your hair like that? Was that the actual samurai haircut with the bald stripe down the middle and the side? I may have to do that.
I think you already involuntarily.
I
do
know.
that.
I'm getting
Continue.
there. Boy, the way my hair is thinning, I have this
That's
samurai.
not a choice.
God is your barber. Right?
Oh, fuck me. Wow. Oh, they both have great action. Samurai film, though. I was really entranced with the samurai film. You know what? Just because I'm going to have the same hair as them, I'm going 13 Assassins.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Lottie, who you got?
13 Assassins and...
Ong Bak.
I know.
Oh, it's going to be hard for Melody.
Now it's getting real.
Yeah.
All Asia, baby.
Yeah.
I know.
Now you can't use that card in.
Now your true loyalties will come out.
Nothing left in the tank. Oh, God.
Who's the more sexy?
Definitely not Tony Jaa.
No, you don't think so?
He's got cocaine lips. They're always you,
I don't even know what that means.
he's got crack lips. They're always white.
Because look,
He's just
John,
doing coke.
John can only say this because he's 6'7",
Dehydrated. Yeah. You say this to Tony Jaa's face.
and Tony Jock comes up to his crotch.
He's a
We
little
saw how that fight scene would play out at the end of the Protector.
Yes, we know.
Protector, yeah.
13 Assassins or Ong Bak. 13 Assassins is the better movie, but Ong Bak, it's all about that action, right? 13 Assassins is all about that ending. Ong Bak is basically a demo reel for Tony Jaa.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll do instant replay within the movie
Yes,
for you.
it's
If you
amazing.
miss it.
Too. That's,
Watch this again 2 more times. This was amazing.
there's another angle. At least he did it better than Jackie Chan used to do. Oh my God, Jackie Chan
Too
was horrible at
repetitive?
that. Yeah, it was just awful. But anyway, getting off topic here. Ong Bak or 13 Assassins. I gotta think about this. Shit. I hate you. I hate you so much, Tony. I hate you with a passion. 13 Assassins. Oh, God. I feel like there's
Tony
no...
Jaa or Tony Kreisig?
13
I'm
Tonys.
not in 13 Assassins.
Are you sure?
Was that you? Was that
He
you?
says he hates Tony, which was Tony is talking about.
Go with your heart, Bellotti.
I know. My heart says 13 Assassins. That left a bigger impression on me.
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
Holy
It
shit.
did. Yeah, it did.
13 Assassins moving on.
That's wild.
I'll give a shout out to Ong Bak. He took down a Titan in Kill Bill and had a nice little run here.
But that movie is so memorable. I think more people talk about that movie than 13
Which one?
Assassins. Ong Bak.
Well,
Because I
hey,
didn't know about 13 Assassins, but it's fucking amazing.
Wait, you picked 13
I
Assassins.
know.
Why are you making an argument for Ong Bak after you picked 13
Suddenly, I was second guessing. What
This
second
is what
guessing
you
myself?
did, Anthony. You made this fucking happen.
Because
What are you
right
talking about,
afterwards, I
It's
was
like
like, maybe I should-
fucking
yeah. Maybe I should-
Sophie's
Well,
choice.
I know.
We've got a whole Asian side of this bracket, and we're going to go to rugs now. The number 6 seed, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, versus the number 11 seed, The Raid.
I'm gonna go with the Raid.
Good choice.
Mm-hmm.
You have to.
Imran?
Yeah, I'm going with the Raid also. We got to get
Raid.
yeah.
Good choices.
The Raid, moving on. Jonathan,
Yo.
the 7 seed. This is a tough matchup, but this is going to be a tough one. The 7 seed, The Raid 2, versus the 10 seed, Mission Impossible Fallout.
Oh, no.
Ooh, God.
Oh, no.
This is a tough one. This Fallout
It
is
is a tough
fantastic.
Fallout's really good.
Oh,
It's
no.
just edge of your seat the whole freaking time. But the Raid 2, the kitchen fight scene,
That's,
then the
that-
bathroom fight scene,
There's so
the
many.
other movie.
and
There's
the
so many-
prison fight
There's
scene.
so many fight
Prison,
scenes.
man, in the
But-
mud.
In the mud, in the bathroom, and in the mud.
And then the baseball bat girl.
Yeah, Hammer,
No,
yeah.
baseball bat guy.
Hammer Girl.
Hammer Girl, yeah.
And that Brandon Lee looking co-star from the Raid 2.
And then you got Tom Cruise and Henry Cavill kicking like dudes through bathroom walls and shit.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that one Asian dude beat the fuck out of both of them.
He did.
In
The bathroom.
Oh, in
In
Fallout.
Fallout?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of...
Dude, he was wiping the floor with both of them.
That was kind of funny, actually. Shit.
Both
Raid 2
teams
or
doing
Fallout.
their stunts.
God, the Raid 2, though. But the Fallout.
The fallout of it all.
The Fallout of the Raid. I could go with my favorite. Doesn't mean it's the right choice for...
Go with your heart.
Go with
My
the-
heart
go
is
with-
my heart is going to be the Raid 2.
Ooh.
I'm always gonna skew closer to martial arts than helicopter stunts and stuff like that. It doesn't. It did make it an easy choice though.
Rugs, who you got?
God damn it.
See,
I'm glad he went to you.
It is a tough choice, but Tom Cruise action films are, I would say, among the best.
Yeah.
Right? Easily. Mission Impossible movies have gotten so much better, and this is as I said, Imran said earlier, this is the best Mission Impossible movie right now until the next one comes out. And I think it shouldn't be unseated at this point. I think the Raid is still in the game, right? I believe so, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think I like the Raid better.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with Fallout.
Imran, down to you.
Fuck. I was thinking about if this was a tie. Well, okay. I think, again, it's with the sequels of these franchises. Which one is better? And I keep flip-flopping. We have the Raid still in, and this is probably the best Tom Cruise actioner, possibly, out of all of them.
I don't know. You got Top Gun Mavericks.
There's Maverick, but that's not. I mean, it's Mission Impossible is different. Like I feel like he's more involved. He gets to be more physical because of the character.
He ran for a very long time.
Yes, at top speed. His arms
Loves to
waving
run.
on rooftops and all
he's a
sorts
great
of
runner.
He's the best
Every
runner.
time he runs, don't you feel your heart like start to beat faster when Tom Cruise
You're
runs?
like, oh shit, that dude is booking. That dude is booking. So
Like,
look, yes,
He's twice our age,
yeah.
or Anthony's
Twice our
age.
He's twice. What?
What? Wait, what?
He's 96 years old.
I can't do math.
Well, I'm with Ruggs
Okay.
because we have the Raid. Let's move Mission Impossible Fallout. Let's do that one.
Wow.
Doing it.
That was a heavyweight
That's a
matchup
hard
right
one, man.
there.
That's a hard one.
I
Listen,
love
if
the
you
Raid
think-
too.
just think about this. The Raid 2 is great, but Iko Uwais is like 23 or something when he does that movie. Tom Cruise is like literally like 60. Like he's in his late 50s, early 60s.
Fallout's a great movie. I
is a
love
great
the Raid
movie.
2. The only reason I ding Raid 2 is because of it's unspeakable to have them cast the same fucking guy from the first one and have a new guy. But the Raid 2, I mean, the action scenes in that are so amazing. I'm sad about the Raid 2, but this was a tough choice.
That's a hard one.
There's a lot of these.
Imran.
Oh boy.
The number 2, the last matchup in the Sweet 16, the number 2 seed, RRR.
Yeah.
Versus the 15 seed, Avatar, The Way of Water.
Oh, you fucker. How did this happen?
It happened.
What?
It happened, all right.
What? Oh, my Lord. How?
You did this.
I did this. I didn't think these two would fucking show up against each other. Well. Oh, fuck me. All right, look, Avatar made $2 billion. I just talked about how I love both of these movies. I'd never seen anything like they have in Avatar. But I'm going to ride the horse that is RRR and catch the motorcycle. I'm going to jump through the air like Beam with a wet flag through fire. It's I don't care. Fuck, Cameron, move over. RRR.
Wow.
That's my pick.
Your boy Cameron gets unseated by RRR for your opinion.
RRR is a special thing, and it needs to be advanced.
John, is it RRR?
Yes.
Oh,
Come on.
shit.
Come on.
Oh,
There wasn't going to be any drama in that one, so
No.
RRR moves on. Well, boys, and Imran, we are down to the Elite 8 here.
Oh, boy.
8 movies left in the tournament, and we're going to start with Rug Boy on this one. The number 1 seed, John Wick Chapter 4, versus the number 9 seed, Casino Royale.
You son of a bitch. God damn it.
So two of the biggest action franchises there is right now.
I really love Casino Royale. And John Wick 4, I do like as well. I thought it was very good. Wow. It's a tough one.
The suspense.
Choose wisely.
I feel like if you're just going to balls to the walls, because like here's the thing: Casino Royale is a spy film first, action film second, and John Wick is an action film all the way through, all the time, and it does it for 2.5 hours. So I'm going to go with John Wick 2 on this one because it's an action movie tournament, but I really do love Casino Royale.
Imran.
Oh, this is easy. John Wick 4 all the way. Come on. Keanu Sans. Keanu is the future. They got to recast James Bond. We don't even know who's playing him anymore. John Wick is around.
Yeah.
There's
not going to be no more James Bond after this.
This one is another heavyweight matchup. John Bellotti Jr. Two movies that have a lot two American movies that had a lot invested in it, and it shows in flying colors. You got the 4 seed Mad Max Fury Road versus the 5 seed Top Gun Maverick.
Oh, fuck. Wow.
2 movies that revitalized 80s movies.
Both utilizing a lot of practical stuff, too. A lot of practical effects.
With practical vehicles in their element.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. This is hard.
The air versus the ground.
Versus land.
Air versus the ground. I mean, I know my answer. I got to say, though, so I'm going with Fury Road, okay? Now, it's not to say, it's not to diminish Maverick. If there was no Fury Road, like Maverick would be at the top of my list. You know what I mean? Because of how they reinvented action movies, but not advancing the technology, but just going back to like the old school technology of doing things, like analog, basically.
Were you saying that about Maverick or both?
Both, actually.
Both do that.
Right, both.
Yeah, I mean, they both have CGI. I mean, let's not fool ourselves. But,
but it's used to enhance, not
to like de-age Tom Cruise, basically. give him abs.
Yeah.
But no, Fury Road all the way.
Imran.
Oh, fuck. Ooh, well, yeah, and it's interesting. Both these movies are, sequels to popular 80s franchises and bring it back well, do it right, instead of pandering. I would argue Maverick even making the first movie better because that first movie is a little cheesy, very 80s. And it elevates the airplane. Man, the airplane shit, I've never seen airplane shit like that. but I also never seen the shit that these people
George Miller
put through. Fuck me. You know what? Top Gun Maverick saved the theaters.
Is that your pick?
I'm gonna put it in a draw. I'm putting in the Maverick
Rugs.
over period.
Oh my God.
Fury Road or Maverick? The 80s are back.
Yeah, both of these do great things. They're both perfect films in a lot of ways. There's not a bad movie. Either one of them should go through. Which one should it be, though? I'm going to go Fury Road.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
I'll pour one out. Not that it needs it, but Top Gun Maverick made me like Top Gun, and I did not like Top Gun. The first one I did not like at all. And Maverick was like, by the end of that movie, it's like, oh my God, what a fucking movie. But Fury Road, also
I can't be mad
a technical masterpiece.
Yeah.
That was a tough one.
They're both great. You can't say a bad word about either of them.
That's true.
No, you can't.
You just have to pick one.
John, another Asian matchup. The 11 seed, The Raid, versus the 19 seed. Maybe an unexpected showing here. 13 Assassins.
That is a very unexpected showing.
This is 13 Assassins has made it as now our Roadhouse /
really?
target of the tournament, where it's like,
Really?
wait, this movie's coming in?
Yeah.
This is the Cinderella. Wow.
This is the one.
A late
This is a
one.
movie I didn't remember watching. I can't believe I should have
has
rewatched
no idea
it.
what happened.
It's so good. Shit. I will go with The Raid because 13 Assassins felt like a bloodier version of Seven Samurai.
Yes.
And The Raid, while it did, we can't talk about modern martial art movies without seeing Jackie Chan influence, right?
Mm-hmm.
And The Raid took that and just dialed it up to just pure, Rambo violence.
Yep.
I mean, they basically just mashed both of them together, which you've never seen before.
Yeah.
So, The Raid.
Rugs. We make this easy, or are you gonna?
Well,
think
I
about
didn't.
it?
I don't remember 13 Assassins, so it's easily going to be The Raid for
There
me.
you go. The Raid has moved on. We are
I
down.
want to rewatch 13 Assassins.
I think The Raid's
Man,
the right
watch it.
pick.
The 13 Assassins is it's a dark film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I watched that on the plane, and the scene with the naked girl with her limbs cut off, I had to put my phone down. I was like,
You're
fuck,
like, oh.
I can't have. I'm next to people right
Somebody
now.
gonna see me watching this.
What
Yeah.
the fuck are you watching over here? All right, the last matchup of the Elite Eight. We're gonna start with Rugs. Number 2 seed RRR
Oh boy.
versus the 10 seed Mission Impossible Fallout.
No.
Oh, it's easy for me.
Oh.
I love RRR, but when you're playing in fantasy, you can literally do anything, and there's no rules. Mission Impossible tries to a degree by Tom Cruise actually doing this shit to bring a reality to it, and that's commendable to me. So I'm gonna go with, for the making me feel like it's real, taking that, and that's a hard thing to do. It's an impedance. It's an obstacle.
Yeah.
So because they have that obstacle and they overcame that obstacle and made a great movie, I'm going to go with Tom Cruise's Fallout.
Wow. Imran,
No. Boy.
can you keep RRR in it, or are you gonna stick a knife to your own people?
He won't do it.
Ah,
It's going to
man.
have to be Bellotti to end this.
Man, you know what? Dude. Wow. I love Mission
Another
Impossible
good
Fallout. This is really hard because it is just overall a finely crafted movie. It's not 3 hours, but you do believe all of it. And but RRR is fun and an homage to all these movies. I'm gonna keep trying to I'm gonna keep trying to push RRR. I'm going RRR. I feel bad.
All right.
No, but I want RRR.
Okay,
Yes.
that's fair.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's a bad choice. John, what you got?
RRR. What's the other one again?
Fallout.
Mission
Fallout.
Impossible
RRR.
Fallout.
Hmm.
RRR.
Imran, I do love you.
No. Don't do Bellotti.
I think the world of you.
Come on.
You're a great kid. You look like a Pakistani Doctor Strange over there with the white in your beard.
That's right. I do magic. Come on. He's a
You do magic?
Scientologist, this motherfucker.
Oh, you're the one like blowing him like he's hanging off of an airplane.
I know. That's the thing. It's
He's
like
doing his own
the
sex.
man
It's
does-
crazy.
He's doing his own. He's doing his own sex.
That's
Oh,
not-
his own
that's
sex.
not a
He's having
sub-penis.
sex. He's having
having
sex
real
with
sex.
himself. You got to see it. Yeah. Fallout. Come on.
Oh, shit.
Come
Damn
on.
it.
Wow.
Damn it.
That movie's just it just takes your breath
Lame.
away.
It does. I mean, yeah.
I'll say this: Fallout, worthy choice. I would have picked RRR.
Oh, shit.
I love RRR. I'm a little sad to see it go. But
I tried.
if I would have had a vote, it would have been RRR.
Oh,
But,
now you got me second guessing myself.
no, we've already moved on. So
Lock
we
it
are
in.
down.
No, wait.
So we are down to the final four, and
Oh,
my gosh,
snap.
what a final four it is. Just to name it real quick, it's John Wick, it's The Raid, it's Mad Max, it's Mission Impossible Fallout. We're going to start this one off with Imran.
Oh, God.
The 1 seed, John Wick Chapter 4. The 4 seed, Mad Max Fury Road.
Oh, God.
Do you want in your face, balls to the wall, hand-to-hand combat action, or do you want the most gorgeous cinematic action you'll ever see?
Oh, God. But you know what? They're both great movies, but this may be not as hard as I would have imagined. The one that connects with me, that makes me smile. I love the visual style.
No, that's not it.
RRR, I'm voting RRR. Can I get it
Roadhouse.
back in? Can we do Hard Target? The bullet? No, this one, again, I fucking love what Stahelski's done. I'm going John Wick 4 over
Okay.
Mad Max.
Bellotti.
This is not easy, by the way.
It's-
No.
But I'm very, before it gets bloody, I'm very happy with these 4 choices.
Yeah.
I want to say 3 choices. But the 4th
Keep
one.
that to yourself.
I know. I'm not naming names.
Yeah.
Not yet. But, God, I do love John Wick 4. I really love that movie. It's a game changer. But so is Mad Max.
Yeah.
And George Miller is the guy made Babe. How do you go from making
Yeah.
Mad Max to Babe?
Is he ever going to make another movie also?
Yeah, he's doing a Furiosa prequel.
Oh,
Can't
that's
wait.
right. That's
Yeah,
right.
Chris Hemsworth and Anya
Anya
Taylor-Joy.
Taylor-Joy, yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, this one's tough. This is a tough one, but I'm going to go with Fury Road.
Ooh.
I'm not surprised. I knew he was going to pick that.
Rugs. What do we got here?
Fury Road versus
John Wick Chapter 4.
John Wick Chapter 4. Well, this is a conundrum because on one hand, you have a movie that is more of a action movie, like a straight up action movie with car chases and things like that. But then you got John Wick, which is also has car chases, also has everything.
Yeah.
It really brings everything to the table. Now, I think you can enjoy Fury Road on its own without watching the other John Wick movies.
Uh-huh.
And I think that John Wick suffers because
It's Fury Road without watching the other Mad Max movies.
yes,
Yeah. So without
without
watching the other John Wick.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right.
I know what you
I'm
meant.
drunk right now. But anyway, yeah, you can enjoy it on its own. You never have to see a Mad Max movie to enjoy it. John Wick 4 you could enjoy, but I think it helps to watch at least the first one. So it doesn't work on its own. Man, this is tough.
You could say that
I don't
about
know
Fury Road too. That's the other thing.
I mean, if you didn't know what was going on, really.
But it works better as a standalone Fury Road, I think, than John Wick 4.
Yeah, I think too.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know. It's a flip of a coin for me.
Yeah.
There's not a clear winner.
This one I'm not allowing you to flip. You're going to have to.
You got to make a choice.
You got to put your balls on
This
it.
is
one.
hard.
I'm gonna go John Wick.
Oh, shit. I like it.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Fury Road is one of the best action films ever made, but I feel like that John Wick is such a thing. It's a legacy now.
Yeah.
On another level, and
maybe it's a little more accessible than Fury Road, because like Fury Road is weird if you don't know what's going on.
I would agree with that. So I would have picked John Wick 4.
Yeah.
Because Mad Max Fury Road I think is a gorgeous movie.
Yeah.
I also think it's a little weird.
Yeah.
And the weird thing doesn't really vibe. It's not my jam.
Yeah.
Witness me.
Yeah.
But it's fucking great. Well, Ruggs, we're gonna go right back to you.
Oh boy.
We're going to do the 10 seed, Mission Impossible Fallout versus the 11 seed, The Raid.
Wow.
One is probably got all the money behind it, and The Raid probably had like 2 rupees behind it.
Yeah, right? Like the budget discrepancy is here. And look what they did with the monies.
This is for the top 2. So if I say the Raid's going to go against John Wick, who's going to win in that?
Hey, let's not think that far ahead right now. Let's just think about this. What do you like better, Fallout or The Raid?
Either way, I think John Wick's going to win. So I'm going to. It doesn't really matter who I pick, but I'm going to go with The Raid.
Ooh, shit.
Bellotti,
Yeah.
what do you got?
John Wick or The Raid?
No.
Oh, sorry.
The Raid or Fallout?
Fallout. Jesus Christ. I was still thinking about John Wick. The Raid or Fallout?
The Raid or Mission.
I know what I like more.
They're both great. Just
I know.
one has no money behind it. One has a lot of money behind it.
But you can see what a movie with no money behind it was able to accomplish, which is really impressive.
That's miraculous.
Yeah, exactly.
But we can see what a movie with an old guy who just has Xenu power.
Yeah, the
behind
power
it.
of Tom Cruise gets a lot of things done.
Ooh, it's a tough one.
That's
But I'm going to go with The Raid.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to go with The Raid. It's the first one, and it's the first one of its kind.
Yeah.
Fallout had like what?
I think Tom Cruise
5 of the
would respect your decision.
Yeah.
I think he would.
I love this choice of The Raid making it to this far. So we are down to the final 2.
Oh, boy.
And it is the 1 seed, John Wick Chapter 4 versus the 11 seed, The Raid.
This is fucking crazy.
And I think this is a fucking awesome matchup. I don't think you get John Wick without The Raid.
No.
I know.
No.
I know.
John Wick Chapter 4 is amazing, and The Raid is amazing. So, Imran, you're going to get the first crack at this.
Oh, no.
This feels oddly like this happened at the 90s tournament where it was T2 against the Matrix.
Yeah.
It was like father and son.
Yeah.
This is so fucking bizarre.
No, what you just said, there's a direct line
There's a
from
direct
The
line.
Raid to John Wick 4.
The Raid guys were in John Wick 3.
That's
The
true.
Raid guys are in John
and,
Wick 3.
you know, you see the influence, and holy shit. Oh, they're almost the same movie. One's a lot bigger. I mean, The Raid
One's
does
bigger.
have to be commended for what they did with the budget they were given. But, holy shit. Ego Oasis is amazing. Fuck.
He is amazing.
Do you give it to the father or the son? In this case, at this point in the 21st century, I think the edge, because of technology and advancements, I think the edge goes to the John Wick 4. I think the son outlives the father in this case.
John,
Does it?
you make a case for The Raid, or is it John Wick Chapter 4?
I can make a very strong case for The Raid.
But do you have it in your heart to pick The Raid?
I do have it in my heart to pick The Raid. Absolutely. I think
you
it
picking The
deserves. You can't put on. All right. The laboratory fight scene in a Raid starts off with the fucking SWAT officer running in with a dude. He's holding up a dude and throws him into a table. That's how that fight scene starts off, right? And then you have all the hallway fights.
Yeah.
Right?
Stairwell.
They're all so famous and memorable. Where John Wick's fight scenes, there's so many of them that they can bleed into each other. Honestly, I was sort of done with the John Wick movies after 3 because it was getting very redundant. But 4 did breathe a lot of new life into the action sequences.
You got that overhead tracking shot. You got the one
That's
in
great.
Paris with the cars hitting people as he's running through.
Right. But you do have me watching The Raid in my parents' house at 2 a.m. by myself in the dark and yelling out loud like I was in a fucking kung fu movie in Times Square in like the 70s. I mean, I was yelling when he stabs the dude in the leg and pulls a knife. I was like, oh snap.
The skills are amazing in the
I sounded
Raid.
like Kevin Hart screaming. It was crazy.
He gets the dude on the door frame in his
The
neck.
door, yeah, he
drops
pulls him into the door frame, or he pulls. Oh, what's the scene? He gets the guy in the back of the neck with the nightstick and pulls him into the knife.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god! I mean, come on. You don't get John Wick without the Raid.
You don't.
I'm sorry, it doesn't happen any other way, and my pick is the Raid.
Oh,
Down
man.
to you, Ruggs. This is the first time we've had a tourney end with a 1-1 tie.
Oh,
and
shit.
Going down to the wire.
Yeah.
Ruggs,
This is a tough one. This is a tough one.
Let's
I've heard
see
the
here.
arguments for both sides. Ruggs, make the final decision.
Let's see here. The Raid, John Wick 4. John Wick 4 is a little overstuffed. It does kind of end the series, and it does this thing. The Raid, both directed by two of the best action directors of all time. You got
hands down.
Stahelski,
Absolutely.
and you got Evans.
Yeah.
And I feel like if Evans doesn't do something to step out into like the film universe, like he's got a chance. Like, people know who he is. He's got to be able to step out and come up with something in the main box office that would counter John Wick. And so you have this like underground Raid knowledge that not everybody knows. I don't think, Anthony, did you watch this until we told you to watch it?
I was aware of it, but I didn't. What happened was I watched John Wick, the whole John Wick, so I was like, I got to see the Raid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like, yeah, there's not enough people that are like already in on the Raid. So it's an underdog. So I'm going to go with the Raid.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
This little movie from Indonesia with $3 behind it
The underdog.
has won
I'm not
the
mad.
21st Century Action Movie Tournament. The first time we include foreign films, a foreign film wins.
The winner is the Raid.
What a tournament.
Yeah, and you know what? That last matchup, I would have been happy with either one. Honestly, I kept going back and
Most
forth.
of the final 6 or 8 or whatever,
Yeah,
like any
they're
of
all
them
good.
could have been.
No,
they're all great.
Yeah, there was
Once you
no-
got down, you were into the nitty gritty with a lot of these.
I know. So the first two tournaments, I knew who was going to win.
Yeah, what'd you
but
think?
this tournament, because I didn't see all the movies, the more I was watching, the more I was like, "Oh fuck!" But in the back of in my heart of hearts, I knew it was going to come down to the Raid, Fury Road, John Wick, and Fallout.
And that was the final four. Those four.
Yeah,
movies.
I knew it was going to be those four.
I think at the end of the day, we have to just take a moment and just realize that there's a lot of great action movies out there.
Yeah.
And there's different kinds of action movies. There's the kind where the star is really laying it on the line and doing their own stunts and making the movie into something that isn't a great movie, but because they're in it, it's great. And then you have like movies that like are the synergy of a director like Tom Cruise and Chris McQuarrie,
Yep.
and they just kind of amp each other up there's just a lot of great action films, and they come from auteur directors. They come from nowhere, like they come from Tollywood. You can go in any direction and find a great action film if you're looking for it. And I think that everybody should do that. I think if you haven't opened up you're just watching Fast and Furious movies, you're not really getting the best
Yeah,
action
you're
films.
kind of dumbing it down, honestly, with those movies.
Yeah. This tournament kind of opened my eyes to the fact that you can certainly find good action movies, great action movies, but you got to look for them. But they're all there, and they're all different styles now. If you look at the final four, Mad Max, Fury Road, and Fallout are more. I mean, Fallout don't get me wrong, has some good hand-to-hand combat, but there's a lot of practical special effects done to the perfectly, where you're immersed in it now with the helicopter and Mad Max with the chase scenes on the dirt desert. But then you got John Wick and the Raid, which is like, we're going to do hand-to-hand combat, but we're going to take it to like the next level. So it's
Right.
like, what do you want at this point? And It's all there.
The similarity-
This tournament encapsulated all of that.
The similarity of the Final Four being that they're all like largely practical effects, right? This is what you connect with most when the person is doing the stunts.
Yeah, when you're kind of, I think it's one of those things that like when you can connect to that person giving that performance,
Yeah.
it endears you to the movie.
Of course. That was my whole argument earlier with Tony Jaa, Ong Bak,
Yep,
and then Uma Thurman.
Yeah.
Like, because we know Uma Thurman was heavily doubled in that movie by Zoe Bell.
Right.
Is that her name?
Yeah, we know that. But,
Yeah.
but then, let me on the opposite side of that coin is that when you have great direction and you have a visionary
Yeah,
director,
it doesn't.
like I think that RRR is like a visionary director.
Yeah.
Right.
You could cast anybody in those other parts.
But
It's the visionary director that's actually
Right.
carrying the film in that one.
right. So there's like two camps, right? There's either there's either the charismatic, talented star driving a movie like
Yeah.
Bruce Lee or Donnie Yen or
Or
Jackie,
yeah.
or the director driving it.
Yes.
The Raid is, I don't want to say it's the perfect combination because as much as I love Iko, he's not the most charismatic leading man, but he did a really good job in that movie.
Yeah.
And it's basically, it's not about his charisma or his acting ability. It's about his fighting abilities. That
Yeah,
really,
Brinka Perchawa, whoever directed Ong Bak, is nowhere near as good as Gareth Evans.
Nowhere near.
No.
So I think that's why the Raid beats them all, because it had the combination of the star, not just the star, all those guys in that movie.
Yeah.
They're all, there's a reason why all of them are just in all these like Hollywood movies now, in different movies, I should say. They're not all in the same movie. Because of how good they are, how talented they are.
Well,
you know?
I mean, The Raid, all these movies except The Raid, well, even The Raid was a franchise, but not only The Raid was its own franchise, but Dredd unabashedly decided to copy it.
Oh,
and
God,
reboot
yeah.
their movie. And it was actually a pretty solid movie.
Yeah.
With that concept. But like,
Well, they didn't go martial arts. They did something else.
they
But,
didn't
like,
go martial arts, but they did the same concept. But then these other movies looked at The Raid, such as John Wick, and were like, our action needs to be like that.
Right.
So,
And that's
yeah.
the interesting thing. Like I was saying pre-show to Imran, doing these three tournaments, you get to really see the evolution of action movies and how diminished they are. I want to say in some ways, I don't want to say diminished, but how evolved they are from the 80s, where it was just all about the muscles and the guns and blowing guys away. And now they sort of taken. It doesn't really fall on that anymore, right? Because none of these guys
It doesn't
are jacked.
rely on, other than like Cruise, right?
But he's
Even
not a
Cruise-
jack dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even Cruise, it doesn't rely on the 80s machismo anymore.
Right.
Like
No,
the
no.
stars are not the same.
Right. So then you couple that with some veteran directors, newer directors, better technology, better choreography.
Yes.
The choreography has definitely gotten light years better in terms of hand-to-hand combat.
Well, other than the scene in Roadhouse where the guy rips his throat out.
You
Yeah.
can't
But
top
prior to
that.
that
you got-
says,
Yeah.
I fuck guys like you in jail.
Yeah. But the thing is, it's like when what you're looking for at the end of the day is the perfect marriage of all those things coalescing, right? So
Right.
if there is a film that has the best action star with the best action director with a great budget and co-stars, like what is that movie? What movie is that? Is that Fury Road? Is that is it the best
best of the best.
or is
Eric
it,
Roberts.
is it Tom Cruise or is it? I think Keanu Reeves.
Keanu's there.
I feel like that his performance. He's doing his own stunts.
Yeah.
He's not the greatest actor, but he's got a great team around him. And he's got a great director and money behind it. So I think all of those things coalesce with John Wick.
Yeah.
It is different. I agree with you, Bellotti, in that the 80s guys, maybe it's because we weren't immersed with social media and seeing our favorite stars all the time, but I felt like the 80s people, even some way into the 90s, those guys just felt bigger. Like
Right.
These stars right now, I don't know if they feel as big, but it's just everything else is better, right? So like,
Right.
I think the fusion of all this starts with Jean-Claude Van Damme and Jackie Chan. Bruce Lee to a degree as well, but like I'm talking about in the 80s was like you have an actor that has charisma, that can handle guns, but can also
Fight.
do some shit, can also fight and do some martial arts. And then Jackie Chan did it with the stunts. And, it was in its infancy, and we kind of didn't get to see a lot of Jackie Chan stuff because they weren't. It wasn't brought over here. It was like considered B movie material. You get it like Blockbuster. But now with today, kind of the world being more global and all this stuff being at our fingertips on Netflix and stuff like that, it's a great time to be an action fan. It really is.
I mean, I enjoyed this set of movies. The fact that we expanded, watching them evolve during the decades. But there is a lot of similar things in a lot of these movies I thought was interesting. But, they get more violent. The fight choreography comes forward. I wanted to ask you guys, what decade did you feel had more variety in the movies that we have done so far? Anthony.
Oh, I mean, to me, this is not. This is the easy choice. This decade, but we also, by design, we included foreign films.
That's true. Oh, so you think this decade has the most variety?
Not this decade, but this tournament.
This tournament. Okay.
Yeah. But I also think that's a product of the 80s and the 90s and all the forefathers before that, that were in Hong Kong and in here in Hong Kong and in other countries, kind of laying the groundwork where you could make an action movie and it be from Tollywood or from Indonesia.
Yeah.
And with the way we're connected now, people can get their hands on it and see it.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
It can make an influence in the industry.
If you're talking martial arts and stunt work, I mean, people were doing that in the 80s and 70s.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think that people understanding it and then incorporating it into like the modern zeitgeist of films, that's all happening. It's all coalescing now. I mean, post Matrix, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
They were the ones to make the mishmash. Like the Wachowskis were the ones like, let's take sci-fi, kung fu, and throw it all together, action stuff, blah, 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 put it all together. And Keanu was there for that. So it's crazy that we end up getting to John Wick at the end in the raid at the end.
He's a legit action star, makes it up there with Tom Cruise, which is crazy. So you got 2 movies with 2 stars, and then the other 2 movies.
Well,
no
that's
stars.
I don't think that's too much of a coincidence because Stahelski and Leach, those guys, they were all involved in the Matrix.
Oh, right. Right.
And if you listen to any of them, and I've been watching a lot of interviews with Stahelski, and he talks about doing was it Bloodsport 2 with
he was on set for that.
No, he was in it.
Oh, he was in it.
Yeah, and he fights his name is Daniel Bernhardt. He was the agent in the Matrix sequels. But he was like the lead in that movie or something in Bloodsport 2. And those guys, they were like they're just a tight unit of like stunt guys and action choreographers and if you listen to their interviews, it's really interesting to hear how they came up on the Matrix. And how Stahelski like turned it down. He's like, I don't want to do this movie. And then he hurt himself. And then they pushed it. So he ended up doing The Matrix. And it pretty much changed his life. And, when it came time for John Wick, they basically said, we want to make an action movie. And I don't know if you guys heard the story, but they had a whiteboard, like a dry erase board. And they said, let's write everything on this dry erase board of what we love about action movies and what we don't love.
Oh.
And they were like muscle cars, dogs, martial arts, guns.
They just put all that in there.
They put it there, and that's how they came up with John Wick. And every movie after that, they never had like a Bible of what the movies are. They just made them up as they went along. And they were done after 2, and after 3. And they weren't done, but they were like, what do we do? And they had no idea, and they're sitting in a bar. It's like Keanu and Stahelski, and they're getting drunk, and they're like, man, wow, what a movie we just wrapped. And yeah, I know, it's crazy. And Keanu out of nowhere goes, I want to fight ninjas. Wouldn't that be cool? And that's how they came up with John Wick 4.
Awesome.
Like, that's how easy it was for those guys to come up with those movies.
What's kind of interesting, too, about, especially when we got to our final 4, is the 2 of the names in here were Keanu and Tom Cruise, who had their start way back.
Yeah.
And like they're still doing their thing, and they're in their old age, still doing practical stuff. And then you look at like who's around now, and it's like we don't actually have anybody
There's
else.
no more stars.
No.
Like,
I mean, Chris Hemsworth is doing
but they don't.
Kind of Chris Hemsworth. You have the Asian guys, but like unfortunately, Iko Uwais just has no charisma, so he can't do anything really other than what he's doing. And there's going to be a limit to him fighting like that. Tom Hardy's not really Tom Hardy's not he doesn't really do action movies all that often. The only other person is like Charlize. She's in Mad Max. She's actually just as big as almost some of these people.
Yeah.
You know what You know what this tournament is mostly about? It's the tournament or the age of action directors.
Yeah.
Rather than action stars.
That's true.
That's true.
That's the one thing I noticed is like you had all these stars. I mean, in the 80s, they were throwing movie deals out to not just Stallone and Van Damme and Schwarzenegger, but Jeff Speakman and Seagal and the dude from No Retreat, No Surrender. Like I watch all their interviews and these guys talk about how they were just throwing out movie deals because it was like the thing to do. You know?
Well, you're absolutely right. Like with the directors, because if you again go back to the Final Four, it's Stahelski, it's George Miller, it's Gareth Evans, and it's Christopher McQuarrie. These are all director-driven movies as well.
Yeah. So
it's true.
We're not just in a drought of action stars. We're in a drought of just good actors, like male actors that have.
Well, there's a guy out there that no one's
Frank Grillo.
hiring.
Is it Frank Grillo?
Frank Grillo.
What about Scott Adkins? Give him some more.
I think you got Scott Adkins and Frank Grillo. By the way, I want to just do a shout out to Equalizer. That fucking dude is in that Equalizer and he gets killed. The fucking rich dude. What's his name? Dan Blazarian.
Oh, he is in the Equalizer. Yeah,
Blazarian.
He's one of the freaking he's one of the squad
heavies
at the end.
Yeah, Dan Blazarian.
All right.
He's the next action star.
Well, look, we got our Final Four. The Raid wins the whole thing. I think it's deserved. I don't think it's hard to argue with that. It's a fantastic
There
journey.
was probably, when I was doing the tournament, there was probably, I wrote down at least 8 to 10 movies. I was like, I wouldn't be mad if this one won.
Yeah, no, the Raid was definitely predicted in my head like that it's going to go far. Maybe, that was one of the first things I thought of when you came up with this list. I was like, this one was going to win. But for a while there, it was a toss-up. We did have a Final Four challenge we threw out to the listeners. Let's do some news from the nation, see how that plays out. It's time for news from the nation. It's time for news from the nation.
It stinks. It stinks. It stinks.
Wow.
Bubbly one. So the Final Four challenge was try to guess what movies were going to be in the Final Four round. And if you're on our Patreon, you may win a thing. If you're not, you may just get kudos. We'll see if anybody
I already
gets
looked
close.
at it and I know who won.
Oh, there's a winner?
Yep.
Okay, we're going to go through this. I just put them down because I wanted to go through what everybody thought. So, okay, wow, there's a winner in here. Just to repeat, what was our Final Four, Anthony?
The Final Four was as follows: John Wick Chapter 4, Mad Max Fury Road, The Raid, and Mission Impossible Fallout.
Okay, Jesse Rodriguez, he's way into our tournaments and action movies. Here was his top 4 pick: John Wick 4, The Raid, Mad Max Fury Road, and then he had The Raid 2 as the 4th. But Bucky got close.
He. I mean, you can read everyone else's, but I'm going to tell you, spoiler right now. He's the winner.
Oh, he's the winner. Oh, shit. I didn't put this in any order. All right. Well, that suspense gone. He got the closest. Let's see. Okay, hold on.
No, there's another one that isn't Benjamin Cranford.
Let's see what happens.
Close?
Hold on. I'm going to read all of these.
Benjamin Cranford also.
Brian Goff's top 4 picks: Fury Road, The Raid, John Wick 1, Avatar: Way of Water.
Okay.
2 for 4.
2 for 4.
Lisa Morrison, John Wick, Edge of Tomorrow, Mad Max Fury Road, Casino Royale. Also nails 2, not bad.
1 out of 4.
Oh, what? No. Oh, she said the first John Wick. Sorry, that's 1. Adam Morris says not necessarily my favorite movies on the list, but for kick-ass crazy action, Raid 2, Mad Max Fury Road, Crank, John Wick gets the 1.
Out of 4.
Jamie Robinson, John Wick, Ip Man, Ong Bak, Rambo. That's a crazy Final
Got
Four.
none.
That's nothing. Benjamin Wesley Cranford says Mad Max Fury Road, John Wick 4, Mission Impossible Fallout, Top Gun Maverick.
3 out of 4, so tied with Jesse.
Tied. Blake Braden, Mad Max Fury Road, Edge of Tomorrow, The Raid, Bourne Ultimatum gets 2
out
right?
of 4.
Rick Martinez, John Wick, Extraction 300, Ong Bak.
Nope.
0. Ray O'Neill, Fury Road, Raid, Ong Bak, Edge of Tomorrow. Justin Zwerner just said, let's go Rambo. And then Nick Shove says, Avatar: The Way of Water, Avatar: The Way of Water, Avatar: The Way of Water, Avatar: The Way of Water.
How far did Avatar
How far did Avatar go? He's trolling me, by the way.
It went. It made it past. It made it into the 3rd round. It only had 1 matchup, But I will comment. So first off,
This is
congrats to
interesting.
Jesse and Benjamin.
Yes,
you
you
need
guys
to get
win.
them both something.
They're
I don't know
both
what you're
they're
getting
both
them.
winners. You're getting stuff.
They're getting something. But if you look at all these picks, this shows how tough this tournament was.
Yeah.
'Cause a lot of people had a variety of different picks for their Final Four.
Yeah, some completely different, some nailing one or two. It's very interesting. A lot of repeat things, but hard to call this one. But to get 3 out of the 4, Wes Cranford and Jesse Rodriguez, fantastic. I will be contacting
This wasn't
you.
like the 90s where we knew it was coming to come down in the Raid and
Yeah.
Terminator 2.
Yeah, or Matrix and Terminator 2.
I mean, sorry, the Matrix
Yeah.
and Terminator 2.
Wow. Okay, that was a lot of fun. Bellotti, thanks for hanging out. You want to give out your plugs? Where can the listener find your stuff, buy your stuff, see your stuff, get in touch
It's
with you?
easy. It's all on my website, www.robo7.com. It's the number 7.com. And I'm on Instagram, Robo7, but 7 is spelled out, so it's Robo7. But yeah, check out my website. I got a bunch of cool stuff on there for sale.
You working on anything you could talk about? Fun?
Just a bunch of the writers. You know what? You didn't announce the writer strike. They're still on
writer's
strike.
strike update. They're still on strike.
They're still on strike.
Has that affected you at all, Bellotti, in your work?
It's affected all of us,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
But I'm like, if you work in this business, if you save your money and you're responsible, I mean, you could wait it out. It's, I don't know, people are just ridiculous. But anyway, so no, I'm not doing anything for the day job. But what I am doing is more officially licensed Ultraman designs, which I can talk about because I have the license and I can do whatever I want.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's great.
yeah, if you like Ultraman stuff, I mean, I'm doing some cool designs, and hopefully I'm waiting for approval on 2 of them, 2 new
Nice.
ones.
I've seen
And,
some of your videos of the t-shirts. They look sharp, bro.
Oh, they're amazing. I'm so glad they look the way they do. And so I've been doing a lot of events, and I got them on to bigbadtoystore.com, and Holy Mountain Printing will be carrying them. I'm trying for Entertainment Earth. And if anybody else has any other good suggestions of online, t-shirt or pop culture websites, or shoot me a message, let me know.
Or shoot him.
Or
Just shoot
'em.
me. Shoot me in the face, and my wife can collect the insurance policy and live the life she always wanted to live.
Finally. Listener, look, buy some awesome t-shirts from Bellotti. He works in the entertainment industry. The writer's strike has trickle-down effects. Help a brother out. I think that's okay.
Yeah, cop some. I own them all.
Yeah, they're great. They're
He does. Thank
colorful.
you for that.
So, all right, I have all links to all those things in our episode description. Thanks for listening. Share this show with your fellow action movie fans, listener. We'd appreciate it. Ruggs, where can they find you online?
On Twitter at Really Rug Boy. Come by, say hi, follow,
Do all the
retweet,
do all those things.
ratio me.
Do all those things for Rug Burn Part 12 coming out soon in theaters near you. Thanks for listening to the Jock and Nerd Podcast. My name is Imran.
My name's Anthony.
He's the Jock.
He's a nerd.
We'll peep you next time.
What's the plot of Rug Burn? Like,
That's a good question.
do I get it's a revenge story? I have to.
Yes, it's
I was upset and have to get my revenge, and you get rug burned.